Oh my God, 28.
Hey.
Oh shit! Just dive right in there.
Hello.
Okay.
no warning.
Like
Nothing.
no, damn.
What's up, shouters?
Right, we're back.
Man, it's been a month.
Did y'all miss us? Has
Yeah,
it been
y'all
a month?
better have. It has been a month.
God
I was looking at the
I've just been gone.
yeah.
Whole
Just
time. Okay, and
hiding.
I've been
also
gone.
to
Hiding.
be fair, February was shorter, so
February-
we kind of
that's
jumped
true.
a little bit too,
That's true.
because our last episode was technically in February.
And we had to get Patreon shit ready for y'all. So
Yes, correct.
So we've been working. Y'all just haven't seen it yet.
Yes,
that's
we be
all.
working in silent and shit.
That's it. But welcome to Soul Palate. You already know what we do. It's actually our
hey,
episode
hey.
50.
Episode 50 of Soul Palate Podcast.
Yes.
So we had to have a guest, of course.
We did.
And we've been wanting him on for a while, so it was like the perfect time.
Yeah.
So we invited Greg. This is Greg Long, everybody.
Greg Long.
Yes, he's
What's
been
good?
in award-winning bars. He works with me at Allegory. He's fucking amazing. But we had invited him. I don't even remember when we invited him, but we had to
A
reschedule
minute ago.
Whole time.
the whole time. And then he was like, "When you gonna invite me back?" And I was like, "Okay."
Did he say it that aggressively?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I didn't
well, at least
forget.
you owned
I
it.
didn't forget.
He's like, "Oh, you got other guests, and you still
That
haven't
was-
invited
yeah,
me
no,
back."
I felt
No,
less
that's valid.
important for a second. I was just like, wait, did I just not make the cut all of a sudden?
No, that's very valid. No, that is valid. That was not the intention, but that is a very valid point, though. I can understand how one could
Like,
feel
dang,
that way.
I didn't even get on before I got canceled. Like,
And then yesterday
Oh
we
my
had a
God.
little party or whatever. We had sushi. I'm very allergic to fish. I sit down and I was like, "Oh, this whole table could kill me." He's like, "Of course you would die before I
Not
get
this
on the."
whole.
oh, no,
Thought
I
you
was
would
like-
die before I get on the podcast.
I already had the eulogy ready and everything. Like, you know what? Just salty. Just
So
In our
We
last
made it.
moments together, it dawned on me that I would never make it on the Soul Palate Podcast.
I was like, "Damn, that's all you thinking about." What kind of eulogy is that?
from
made
the
it.
heart.
From the heart, you bitch.
That's
We made it. I'm so happy
we
we're
made
here.
it, y'all. We made it here. Everyone's alive.
Everyone's
and
alive.
Allergy free.
Okay.
Shout out Claritin.
Right. The Claritin and the
Benadryl.
Benadryls. Listen.
Oh God.
Period.
Here's hoping that Capri can smell and taste today.
Yeah,
We're gonna
because
keep that in our.
I've been doing great
collective
all week.
prayers.
We'll see. I was just tasting some cocktails earlier for work, and I was fine. But something about sitting on this couch.
What, you just lose it?
My
Something like
sinuses
that.
are weird. Yes,
Yeah.
we'll see. Someone hasn't been watching the episodes. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We won't be mad about that.
We're not gonna. We're not gonna. We're not gonna hold that against you for now.
It's okay.
You know what? As long as we had this man wait, we're gonna give him grace.
We're gonna give him
So-
grace. It's fine. I honestly don't think anybody that we brought on actually really watches it, except for Frank from New Jersey.
Frank does watch.
I think he
Yes, he
watches.
does. He
I
definitely
watched
does.
it. I watch them sporadically. It's not
It's okay. You don't have to explain yourself. It's
bro,
fine.
I don't got a lot of time. You know where I spend all my time.
Yes, I do. Yeah, in Allegory. So what are we tasting today?
So we're going to be tasting some really fun ones. I've been waiting to do a lineup of like just Amburana barrels. There was one more from Rare Character that I wanted to bring, and I couldn't fucking find it in time. But we still have some fun Amburanas lined up. We got 4 different ones, and then
Hey.
we're topping it off with the second release of our Seelbach 15 year, the Private Reserve. This one is actually a different barrel than the previous release that came out. Was that 2022? I guess we did that one. So this is from a different barrel. So it'll be a different experience. And yeah. So our first one, let's do our first sip, and then we'll do our check-in or catch-up. Yeah, catch-up.
Yeah, so let's do it.
So first
we
sip.
from our right.
Yes, from our right, and from our viewers, if you're watching on the tube, from y'all's left. And this one's going to be Nulu, Amburana finished, of course, Amburana finished bourbon. And this one was released last year. It is a Bourbon Enthusiast pick. It is 5.5-year-old MGP. Mash bill is 60-36-4 corn, rye, malted barley. And it spent a month in the Amburana barrel. And we are coming in at 114 proof.
Ooh.
Something smells
yes. Prepare your chest.
Smells almost like a raisin bread-ish type thing going on.
That is so fucking accurate. Your nose is working. Wonderful.
Yay.
I don't know. Sometimes I get confirmation. We gonna see. Y'all.
Right, let me not jinx it. Okay.
Not jinx it.
No, but it definitely does. Damn, now I can't get past that raisin. But it is raisin like bread.
It's like...
That's sweet. And then it's like that moist bread too.
Right? There's something else that this reminds
like
me of, and I cannot think about it.
There's something, I don't want to say pepper, but like...
There's something really bright. There's something really bright in the nose.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
bright
quite...
Like fruit?
It's
bright
not quite... It's not quite citrus, but it's like... Because before I get to the raisiny part, like that's what's hitting me first on the nose.
I want to pull pear. I'm going to say pear. Like that's just like what it's giving me. And maybe like not like a fresh pear, but like pear in like syrup, like a canned pear.
There's something sweet with that pear. I was gonna say because it's giving me. I can get the pear, but it's not giving me like just straight like fruit. Because when I smell it like from the very top of the glass, it's giving fall.
Right.
I'm getting all fall flavors. Like I get your pear. I also get a little bit of like, I don't know, cooked apple. Maybe it's cooked pear. I'm getting those baking spices.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, it's nice.
Something's also very floral, very flowery. Like, you know, the flowers that you get that kind of like start to stink after a while.
Yeah, no, that's accurate. Because that kind of funk that comes off of them once that, if you don't change your water enough, I get that.
That's exactly what it's giving me.
That's so accurate. That's what I love about whiskey.
All right, here we go. Wait, what was the proof?
114.
Jesus.
Welcome back.
Wow.
Yum.
Ton of baking spice on
what.
that.
What? This is
Nulu
weird.
puts out some good shit. It's a lot of baking spices. It's pepper.
Yeah.
This is like
that is not how I expected it.
Have you had an Amburana finished whiskey yet?
I have.
Okay.
But I was not expecting. This is
a lot
from
more
the nose,
fallish
from the
baking spice.
from the nose to tasting. This is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
The baking spices are definitely still there, but it's like air. It didn't coat my mouth. It didn't linger. It didn't really do anything but dissipate. I don't know about you all. Like the texture of it is like
it's
not even
the
thin.
texture,
it's just
the texture evaporated quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it's you take that. You take that.
The taste is still there.
Oh, of course. But like you take that sip and then it's like just immediately.
That's
kind
interesting.
of like
it didn't like transition into any waxiness or roughness or
just right back to my
how
mouth.
do you even produce that?
Right back to my mouth.
I feel like I didn't even swallow it. I know I did, but like it kind of feels like I didn't even swallow it. Okay, because it's been on the face, on the titties. All right, a little bit on the ass.
You do what you gotta do.
It's always a conversation. Where you
That's Soul Palate after dark. Yes.
Oh God! You know I do know this is my podcast. Shout out to my mother and father.
Oh shit. Well, my mom does too. Hello.
Hi, Mom.
I think my dad is about to start because he forgot that I've actually put it on his Apple podcast app because he's still learning the iPhone, child.
That's real.
Shit.
But you know who I found out listens? My sister. She said it was funny.
Yeah, you motherfuckers is crazy.
So, we are. Shout out to Fantasia.
This legit
in the best kind of way.
turns into nothing. Yeah. I mean, the second sip may be a little waxiness, but
yeah,
definitely giving cinnamon raisin oatmeal cookie.
But also, like, even after, like, are you getting like? It's almost like my breath feels. It feels like I did like mouthwash the way that it's like.
Yeah, the
like
way
you're getting that like cool like.
Yeah,
it's definitely giving that sensation for sure. And
not saying it's
like
it's like
flavors
mouthwash.
are lingering. No, it's definitely not like mouthwash. In terms of taste,
not trying to make no enemies out here.
I'm definitely getting the cigar smoke. I'm definitely getting.
Cigar smoke's
That oak is there. I get like raw cacao nib. I get something that's kind of giving me maybe leather. Because I almost get that it's like texture too, honestly. The little bit of texture I do get. And that's like mid-front palate.
Pass me that water dropper, boo.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I kind of want to. I'm gonna add a little water to it too. See what it gets.
We're still going with the Marianne curated water here. Very clean.
Hit me with
We're
a
gonna
drop.
use that till we can't use it anymore.
That's perfect.
Yeah, hit me with the 5.
It's a great dropper. Good God.
It's wonderful. Right? Shout out to Marianne Eves. Yes, I like that little clink clink. Yes, for our ASMR people who missed us. Alright, y'all, so it's been a little minute.
It has.
The fuck has been up.
Listen, okay, child. You know, as you know, Mr. Man likes to say, I was on a world tour.
You was you do be on a world tour.
So we only technically work together at
first
Allegory.
Quarter.
Some of us work at Allegory. Others of us,
are still employed.
are just getting checks. But
my God. Okay.
to be famous,
I mean, it's a beautiful life.
I did. So we went to. I don't think we talked to you all since we've gone to Aruba. Yes, we have.
We did talk
Clyde
about Aruba with Clyde.
Right
after, right?
It was
no, bitch. It was before.
It was right before.
We have not talked to you. World tour. Okay.
Wow.
So we have not talked to us since before fucking Aruba.
Okay, that's crazy. Sorry, y'all. Catch up.
Cue the reels. Anyway.
I still haven't done my Aruba reel yet.
That was the first thing I did.
Oh shit. Aruba was great. It was beautiful. We were both there for my 30th birthday. It was the sun was
Welcome
the
to
island.
Your 30s.
If you've never been to Aruba, fucking go.
Please go.
I don't know what it is. It's not like it's like the best food, even though there are like really fancy restaurants.
I definitely want to go back and dive into the food.
Yeah, we definitely cooked a lot in the house. I mean, it was a lot of us, so I think it just made more sense for us to eat what we had. But we went out. We found a cocktail bar. We're definitely in the water. Mm-hmm. It was just great. We
how
were in the
are
sun.
Aruba cocktails?
There's one cocktail place that's fine.
That was good. So we went to a speakeasy that was fine.
It was cute.
Kind of what you expect for
everything in Aruba is party.
Yes, that's what I was just about to say. It's giving beach cocktail, beach
everything is party. You walk,
it's
for
ultimate.
Flash. The fucking cocktail bar had fucking flashing lights. The
lights kept changing. It was giving strobe lights.
It was this place is so sexy. You don't need these strobe lights, but it was giving that. My babies, we all wore green, looking like motherfucking Real World of Aruba, acting like Real World of Aruba,
Real World of fucking Aruba.
Come on,
oh my god!
Can I get a college hill?
Bad Boys. It's giving
can I get
Bad
a college
Boys
hill?
Aruba shit because it wasn't the women,
great.
Y'all.
It wasn't for some reason. For some reason, the guys just had to do what they needed to do. I guess I don't know. They were fucked up. We were drunk.
Oh shit! There was drama.
It was,
travel
but
drama.
stupid.
It wasn't
right.
nothing that we brought back with us or anything like that. So everyone's fine. At the end of the day,
everyone's absolutely fine.
Some people just don't need certain substances, and it's just okay. That's
who knows what the fuck was going on, but we still had a motherfucking great ass time. Mm-hmm. The ocean was very well to us, so well that Greg, not this Greg, my best friend Greg, who we didn't invite back, lost his wallet in the ocean.
And he gave it back?
And someone found it.
Someone found it snorkeling.
And hit him up.
What?
Returned it.
So
didn't even take nothing out of it. Nothing.
That's how you know Greg's doing the good things in life, because that is some return on karma. Because man,
listen,
definitely got some good karma.
My man Greg.
I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. It all worked out. That's what we watched the Super Bowl there. That was actually really
I don't want to talk about that.
Greg's from Philly.
It's too soon. It's too soon, man. It's too soon.
Well, see that I couldn't give a shit less about that game. I just wanted to talk about Riri.
Yes.
Everybody was trying to watch that halftime show, and I couldn't give less of a fuck at the time. I was like,
I was pissed for
we were having a good first half.
Great first half.
We were having a good first half.
That second half was crazy.
It was ridiculous. It reminds me of the
NFL script. It's the NFL script.
Because what was that game where the Falcons? Who did the Falcons play? It was the Patriots.
Yeah.
And they had such a good game, and all of a sudden it just
Tom Brady would do that to you.
But
no,
it gave me that same feeling.
No, it did not give me the same feeling at all.
It was more personal.
Just anger,
hatred.
Personal for you.
Sorry, dude.
And we in DC, so it's not like you can't go out and riot, like
No, because most of these motherfuckers celebrating the fact that y'all lost anyway because you're at the same conference.
So go drive up for that.
The Redskins fans are not hurting for y'all whatsoever.
They too busy hurting, so it's fine. Like just generally, like they'll never know success again.
Touche.
What it means to be a Washington football team fan.
Because what are they now? The Commanders?
The commies.
Oh my god!
Damn.
With a fucking Piglet as our fucking.
Oh dear.
Not Piglet.
What the? It's a pig. What the fuck is his name? Tutty the
Commander?
I don't fucking know, man.
Commander Tutty?
You haven't seen the
shut. You haven't seen. Oh my god!
I was so disappointed in the name choice. I was
oh my god! You haven't.
I don't see what the issue with for football team. Like every soccer team in Europe doesn't have a.
Yes, but we in the U.S. and everyone has a name.
But everybody. So be original then.
I was down for the Washington football team.
As an Eagles fan,
even though it was funny, it was funny to look on when you look on this. Yeah, when you look on the TV. Why is it really a pig?
I thought you were just saying it looked like a pig.
Bitch,
it's really
a motherfucking happy ass piglet.
Why?
For the Commanders.
Why couldn't it be no man?
They keep trying to say it's a hog
or a lady. Why do we need a hog as a command?
Well, there is some history.
It's
around
history
that.
to it. It's something about like when the team was actually doing very well. Their like defensive
there's these super fans that like
team was like the Hogs or some shit. They were called something
while they were named the Redskins.
There was a defensive line one of these like seasons that were doing so well that they were like called the Hogs or something. I don't fucking know, but it's stupid.
Now, why are we tying in a tradition that stemmed from the previous name? And tying it to
do you know what team?
Buffets.
Do you know what team you're talking about? Nothing makes sense.
Nothing makes sense.
This is why I'm a Steelers fan. I'm not gonna hold
and also our owner is trash. Trash.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm just happy that I was my mother is from Philly. Like I was born there. I was raised here. So like it's the only DC team that I don't support.
Okay.
Is them. Is because my mom was having none of that bullshit in our house.
Yeah. My granddad's a Steelers fan. My grandmother's a Redskins fan. So both. The only reason
my older sister gets to be a Redskins fan or Commanders fan because she was born here. So like that's
so she get a pass.
My mom was like, but also I don't know if she's happier.
No, I
don't think she's happier for it.
No, she's definitely not.
But she is too proud to be like, I'm not switching this up after all this time. Like, at
this point,
we here.
Yeah,
she's committed.
Sucks to suck.
Like, the first like football team I ever thought about was Washington football team. So it's just been my team my whole life.
Yeah,
like it was when I was moving here. My dad was like, "This is gonna be it," and that's what it was. My mom was from Dayton.
the little one.
It is what it is.
SpongeBob, bro. It is what it is. I'm really upset about this buff ass piglet joint though. I don't like it. It has nothing to do with Commanders. I'm really blown that it could just be like a regular man in a commander suit, whatever that looks like.
When I saw it for the first time,
make him look like he work at the Pentagon.
Something. Like a pig doing this just doesn't. It's no hit right. It don't.
Also, that barbecue better be on point. FedEx Field.
You know damn well that barbecue ain't on point.
It's not.
The food is not on point at FedEx Field.
But so quick switch. The mouthfeel on this with the water.
Ooh, did it change?
It's a little different. It gave a little bit more heft for me.
Also, it smells a little bit like blueberry pie.
Hefty.
Cherries.
Yeah. But like it coats the mouth more after the fact with the water.
Now I actually get some texture. Yeah.
You're right.
Wow. Okay. Good old science.
I think it even is like in the glass differently too.
Wow. It amped up that cigar smoke on the palate. Mm-hmm. And finally, I'm back to getting some of that banana peel, a little bit of grass.
Yeah, so that raisin is kind of backed out a little bit towards the back.
Yeah, it
did. But like banana for sure.
Wow. So y'all went to Aruba, came back for 2 weeks, went to PR for Rum Shakers. Was great. Was with Greg again. Crazy shit. Love him, but Lord Jesus, my friend.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about this off mic. Can't wait. Because I haven't got caught up on shit.
I haven't heard this story either.
Puerto Rico's great. I was back for a day, and then I was in South Carolina for Charleston Water Food Festival. That was amazing. I do have a reel up about that. Some of the best food that I've had in my life.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I'm so jelly about the food.
It's top 3 food cities.
Yeah, like I really want to go back just to,
and I haven't been there yet.
Eat through the city.
I haven't been yet.
Oh my
I
goodness!
just want to eat through the city. It was my first time ever in Charleston.
Eat through the city.
Really? Your first time? Mm-hmm. Oh my god!
It was amazing. It was amazing. My hotel was great. I could see the sunset every day, like a full on sunset, not like it disappeared.
Passing buildings,
literally all the way down. And I'm like, it was amazing.
I mean, South Carolina is an amazing place.
It's beautiful.
If it wasn't for a lot of
I mean, there was literally like still slave quarters. You can still see the slave quarters.
I mean,
the place where they sold the slaves, they have now as a marketplace. Like, didn't tear it down. Doesn't look different. Literally, it's just another place to sell things.
I mean, Old Town Alexandria the same way, but I don't
go there.
I love Old Town Alexandria though. That's because I lived there for a long time.
But it's colonial things.
I lived.
That's
crazy.
me as well. That's why. Because I know you can know, but you be walking by stuff like.
Yeah, no.
Wasn't that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, New Orleans is kind of the same way too.
I mean, this old history is going to be old history. You can't
be there.
They preserve that motherfucker.
They
tooth
preserve,
and nail. They preserve that bitch.
But South Carolina's dope, except for those very glaring parts where it's just like.
I was leaving a barbecue joint and I was like, oh man, yeah, that looked like that could have been a plantation. As soon as I said that, slave houses, I was like, yep, okay.
Yep.
Then I saw historic plantation. I was like, okay, cool.
And then Confederate flag just flying around you somewhere. Like
real.
Swinging.
That is not
not
the state where
and
you gonna get shamed.
Act like we don't need to teach this.
You would not get shamed for your Confederate flag.
You would not get shamed. They will shame you for shaming them, and that's what it'd be like.
What
do you mean?
Not changing my history.
Well, for me, it's like that the fact that Southern states are the ones that don't want to teach about this history, but you literally drive past it.
But you're driving past it all the time. You're commemorating this history all the time.
In your
but you
face.
Don't want to share the truth about it.
You don't want to.
But I mean,
teach it?
but it's also it's wild that you're talking about like we want to preserve our history, but then. Okay, so we do too.
We want to revise it.
We're saying
they want to preserve their version of it. They want to revise it and preserve
and what
the version
is that version that we didn't like? America just happened.
Yes,
we're here today.
That's what they want. They want to start it from the
blonde hair,
Emancipation
blue-eyed
Proclamation.
baby Jesus.
They want to skip from the birth of Christ to the Emancipation Proclamation. They want to skip Jim Crow and all that shit in between.
So did y'all have this was an era, and I remember this word being used, this term being used. Did y'all remember the post-racial era?
I've heard it used.
So that was
I don't know
what
that is because we're
like,
still very much in the racial era.
Well, no, I'm saying so that was when like I guess like I remember when we first moved from Philly to here, and like you know we're in schools, and like. As they talk about this stuff, it was like the post-racial era because we had solved racism.
When?
But they called it the post-racial era. Like I heard this term, but I was just like, okay, like
some white people came up with that shit and tried to make fetch happen.
It was, and I was just like the post-racial era. Like this, he just called me a nigga. Like
it's impossible.
Seconds ago, I was just
really impossible.
Like,
what do you mean? I'm over here like try to compute.
Like no. What year are we calling the beginning of the post-racial era?
I mean, I don't know because this was the 90s, early 2000s, which I'm like, you know,
absolutely not.
Yeah, no,
absolutely not. What are we talking about? Can't nothing be post-racial until the whole world burns. So there we go.
Oh God, Capri keeps trying to burn the world off, y'all.
I'm ready. Just send it.
Oh my God.
Just send the comment,
please. Don't.
Let's get it. I'm down. I'm so down.
Capri's views are not those of Danae and Joe's or the Soul Palate podcast.
No, but at the same time,
the rest of the people who want to still live to 122 like me.
I mean, I very much so. I mean, I don't know. That's a long time, man. But
I'm just trying to see my great grands.
But I'm just saying, like, I be watching a lot of television, and I could do post-apocalyptic.
I got to spend a lot more time at the gun ranch.
I'm from Virginia. I got this.
I was gonna say no. I'm good.
I'm
just saying I got to be like marksmanship worthy.
Sure, but
like, be ready for post.
But at the same time,
I need my shit to be.
I mean, but
like a motherfucking video game. Ding 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 ding. Okay, because you're not getting me.
But it's gonna you be surprised how fast you learn when you got to.
You are absolutely correct, and I am good under pressure. So
that shit is real as fuck.
You are not about to undead me.
But I'm just thinking about. You ever watch those videos on Instagram of like them dudes just cooking in the woods?
Yes,
yep.
I fucking love it.
And how amazing that food.
I love it.
And I'm just like, so that's what like for me. I'm like, I know it's not gonna be like that, but when I think
about oil, they still got salt and shake.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. They got all they need.
Cool, you know what? We will go ahead. We will scavenge. We will scavenge and all that. Come on, man. Like, I'm gonna be cooking some venison.
Y'all watch Alone?
Oh God, I will not. Huh?
You watch Alone?
No.
It's like this, like I think it's Nat Geo or Discovery Channel, like show
I might have seen that on Discovery
where people literally like they get people and they put you on the same island but very far apart, and you have to see who can survive out in the
world.
Is the longest?
Is that the one that I feel like I've seen one where they did it in like Alaska?
That's on Netflix. The one that they did in Alaska is on Netflix. Because
that joint was crazy.
And it's in the bear area. And like the place that they put them, like it's hard to fish. So motherfuckers are starving, and like shit gets crazy.
Oh yeah, because you can't like forage off of like.
But these motherfuckers
and shit. And
I mean, you can eat them for a while. Like people are like finding greens, but it's like I can only eat this for so long. Like I need meat. And like it's like, but people like building like really building houses.
Oh yeah, no, this one dude. I remember watching the one episode, and this one dude like he was like one of the last three, and then like he had a fire, and like they had to pull him out, and he was like this dude was gonna win, and then like
he had a fire, like he built a fire.
No, like a fire, like his whole camp caught on fire type of situation, and it was just like it was too late in the season. Like, all his stores and stuff, like this man was winning. We knew he was winning. He knew he was winning. Man. And then like it went up and they had to pull him out, and it was just like, damn, you was close, man. Like,
I would be so pissed if I would have.
But also like
I built a whole fucking house and shit.
But like that's where like I need a friend like that. So when it does,
I need a friend like that too.
Facts.
You know, like I can do cooking. I got cooking and home defense. Like somebody's like, you tell me what we're picking out here.
Go hunt,
right? Like know your plants and shit. Like you know how to identify when something's poisonous and shit.
Right,
I need that. Like
somebody who can just build a cabin out of nothing. Like
and she was
just,
like, oh my stomach. I think it's the berries I ate earlier. I was like, oh no,
See,
come on, man.
You can't eat any old berries, bitch. You gotta
You're supposed to know these things, girl.
I'm not going on a show like that without looking that type of shit up. Like, nah.
I mean, I would hope, yeah, right.
I'm gonna have to look up something because.
Look for this. You got all the time in the world, and they
you looking at the berries like.
So they're their own camera people. So they really aren't with anyone else. They're their own camera people. They have two cameras that they give them. There's like kind of like a GoPro one I think that stays on you, and there's one that you can set up to get
laziest production ever.
Lazy.
They're like
lazy. That's scary as shit because y'all not trying to get their battling bears.
The people that have to edit it together, you know how many hours they're fucking watching.
They gotta go through a
because
lot
I'm just keeping the camera on to be like. Yeah, so today
we said production. Shout out to the editors of the world.
Not facts.
But like they have to sit through so much shit. Motherfuckers probably masturbating and shit. Who knows? I'll definitely keep the camera on for that shit.
Yeah, you gonna see some things, and
they naked.
I'm gonna be looking in the camera like, don't judge me.
That's the only person you got to talk to is that camera. So that shit crazy. But yeah,
that would probably make
that show gonna turn into OnlyFans real fast.
Right, because you being out there naked and afraid don't mean
can we take a second step? I got a bonus thing to talk about.
Ooh,
I got a bonus thing. Talk about OnlyFans. Okay.
Oh shit.
Second step. Let me get the time step because I can't. And this is for women. First off, happy Women's History Month for all you motherfuckers out there.
Yes, shout out to all our bitch.
Well, it technically wouldn't be the motherfuckers, some of the motherfuckers, but.
Not the motherfuckers. Okay, yes. We at 28. What we sipping second?
We are sipping for our second sip. This is another Nulu Amburana barrel, but a completely different barrel.
That knows.
This is also MGP, but aged 5 years instead of 5.5. Same mash, 60-36-4, and it is 116 proof.
Jesus fuck.
Jeez.
Told you, guard your chest. This is what Soul Palate does.
The Amburana. It is having that dead flower smell.
But this is I'm getting like shortbread cookie.
Mm-hmm. Shortbread. I'm getting like white grapes.
White grapes. That's fun.
Yeah. Like Welch's white grape.
Wow.
Specifically.
I get that when I go side to side.
This has got a much more interesting nose than the last one to me.
I'm
definitely getting more now of my tropical fruit skin, more of my like dirt. More of my funk. Ooh, you want to do it in that one? I feel you.
Just said fuck my glass, huh?
Yeah, well, it was.
You don't need it.
But you got the little shot guys.
Ooh, that opened it up so much.
Open her up.
Ooh, God, that was just all alcohol.
Yeah, it was like super concentrated.
Fuck. I can't even smell it.
Oh no!
I mean, because it's 116 proof.
Jesus. In here,
Don't blame the
in here, I couldn't smell the alcohol like that. As soon as I put it in that glass, that's crazy.
Really? It made it. All
I'm not
correct.
getting too much ethanol off.
I'm not getting a ton of ethanol
in the Glencairn. So
yeah, it was crazy. Oh,
that shortbread cookie is sitting. Yum.
yeah, damn.
you see how it burns?
Yo, like you're getting straight ethanol out of this.
Wow.
Oh, God.
The ethanol's lingering in there too.
Yeah, which is crazy.
That is crazy. All right, go ahead.
Science.
Palate, I'm getting way more chocolate.
Science.
A lot more chocolate on this one. And also, like, I get in texture, it's almost like dirt. There's like a roughness. It's not grainy, so don't
I
get
just
me wrong.
want to rough that nigga with
That's my shit.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Just lay in it.
Shout out to Little Brooke. I fuck with her.
Yes. Okay,
Oh, you know what's so fucking funny? Sorry, for the tubers, y'all will feel me on this. There's now these Timberland commercials going around with these, with all these New Yorkers. But Lola Brooke is one of them. But I just think it's so funny. They got all these hard accent having ass New Yorkers promoting these fucking colorful Tims.
I love that. They
It's
should.
great. It's so
the
perfect.
only people that should really do it is, I believe,
It's fucking
between
New
Philly
Yorkers.
and New York. And
Yeah, for
Timberland.
sure.
It's like you can't. No one else should be
You
giving.
could
that.
throw a Baltimorean in there.
Yeah.
No. I stand corrected.
I can't get away from.
Except Uptown's not playing that Tim Life though.
That's true.
That's why I got along in Harlem, because they were like, "You from here?" And I was like, "No." And it was like, "From the DC area, huh?" It was like, only one or two options. Nobody else is wearing Nike boots and phone posits. That's what they got.
I miss a little Nike boots. They still wear Nike boots?
Yes, they do.
Where they at?
Oh my goodness!
I just had to replace mine because
I
they
used to have
got
so many different Nike boots. Oh
Really?
my god!
You could've
So
given
many-
me
in college,
some.
I had so many different versions. I
Yeah.
had the gray ones. I had the brown ones. I had
Could've
the
given me
like regular
some.
black
Fuck it.
ones.
the classics.
Classics. Oh yeah, whose palette is interesting. It doesn't. Yeah, it fades fast for me. I was about to say it doesn't fade fast, but it does. Only thing that lingers on the finish for me is like still that leather, like worn leather.
Yeah.
I get a little tobacco leaf, a little bit.
This heat, but I don't know if that's the alcohol just tingling my tongue.
I'm still getting a lot of. I'm not getting as much of the fruit.
No.
I'm getting like that breadiness, that sweetness, which is why I was like shortbread.
Five, me
I
girl.
feel like dark cacao powder.
Yeah.
Yep.
It feels like I'm drinking a cupcake.
Wow.
Before it's cooked.
Like in texture?
Like in kind of in like. You ever had like a Georgetown cupcake, a cupcake that's a little
Oh,
too
you
sweet?
said that, but now it smells like brownies after I put the water. Like
It's
brownie
kind
mix.
of like getting a cupcake that is not made at home, like that drink
Yeah.
you get from a cupcake shop with like
brownie
heat.
cookies, the double chocolate
With
brownie
heat.
cookie.
That, yes. That's so accurate. And I do
Yeah, that
not
chocolate
like-
that chocolate just came out like a bug.
The flavor is better on this than that Georgetown cupcake because I hate Georgetown cupcake. But in terms of like overall experience, I get what you're talking about.
Why'd it get hotter with the water?
I was just thinking the same.
It did.
I was like,
Agreed. You know what? The water tends to do that.
When he said it first.
I was trying
Like,
to.
I took
was
that
trying
sip and I was
bourbon
like,
this
it was
weekend
like
and did the same thing.
It was like percolating in my tongue, like bro.
percolator.
Yep. It's time for the percolator.
Okay, so
Hey,
Time for the percolator.
talk about OnlyFans, right? I'm on the phone with Mr. Man or whatever we talking. I can't believe he talking about something I don't remember it. And I was like, yo, do you remember the twerk team?
oh yes, oh
The
yes.
twerk team.
You don't remember the
twerk team?
Oh
Please
my
pull this up
god!
for me because I.
These I
Oh
was
my god!
in
so,
love,
talking
in
about
love.
before twerking was like, oh yeah, we like twerk. Like yes, we twerked, but we wasn't twerking. until the twerk
No,
team.
the twerk team changed the
They
game.
were like the first kind of.
It was like an influencer house of
Yes.
girls that just twerked.
First off, started off with 3 girls. Rest in peace to one of them. Got shot up. 2 of them still are around. But the twerk team was these 3 girls from Atlanta. And they made these YouTube videos in these boys, like very short boy shorts, long socks.
Okay.
And would fucking
I know you're talking
twerk down. But then
like,
they were going so viral with shaking their ass that people around the country would pay for them to come to clubs, appearances. Come on, talk about.
Oh yeah, no, they made money. They made money.
They made money at a very young age because I think girl.
Ass. I love that.
See, one of the girls was like 2 years.
I don't.
So
they better be goddamn it.
now they're on.
Right.
Okay, so I'm about to pull up. This is one of my favorite. I gotta go because I can't watch it for some reason. This one was my favorite fucking one.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
I'm pretty sure they did like Ride by Sierra. They did a bunch of shit that was just.
Oh shit. Okay. It's definitely vintage.
Okay, so
Okay,
I'm like, where are they now, right? So hey, let's go. Man, come on.
Yes.
So here,
this
I'm
was
like,
before Megan was
you're
getting
like-
praised for her knees.
Yeah, no.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
They taught Megan
Influence
so many.
Yes.
the control.
The transitioning.
Oh,
It's an art. It is because I can't do it like
I
that.
can't do it. This is when I was
On my best day.
I started dancing, twerking differently because of it. You gotta
Because
run it
of-
back, run it back.
Yes, not to bring it back in this very basic ass font.
That's how old this shit is.
Yes,
though.
I said it's giving vintage
this was cutting edge.
at the time. Yes. Oh
Hey,
yeah. Oh
throw
yes,
it.
knees.
And
throwing
I
that
did
thing
what I
hard,
did. Then they gonna know they got the
We'll be
days
sure to
and
share the link.
Come on. Hey,
Hey,
look,
yeah.
come on,
Ah.
I got.
Damn.
Wow.
Had abs for days. They do this
We're gonna
twerking
watch this
a
whole
lot.
thing because this is my shit. I love this fucking video. Come
Yes.
on, look at the finger.
Oh shit.
Y'all niggas wasn't twerking upside down until y'all saw
That
this.
was not twerking.
I also think they
handstand.
influenced strip club too. I think they influenced a lot of
mean,
this shit. It's crazy.
They definitely give us stripper abs.
Boom,
Or maybe they were influenced by the stripper.
And maybe they was also stripping.
That too.
with paper. Hey,
They could
I
very
don't
well
know.
be strippers.
Yeah.
Like the way she
I
throwing
don't
that
know.
ass.
She throwing that in. Throw that in.
It's
I'm a
getting
dog. And
First of all,
Mind you, watch.
it's
She's
the
like
vintage
she's like a whole
pink,
doctor.
love pink.
Like this is what
a
they
whole
was.
resident
She's a whole
nurse.
she a whole doctor or something now. Like she's like this is how I made money to get through college.
And that's how she paid you
Come on.
for it.
I was going to
It's right, it's my
Spelman.
favorite
I was
right
going to
here.
Spelman.
Yes. Circle. Throw that ass to the circle. Okay. They were definitely in the club, y'all.
Yeah.
They was in the club, y'all.
But so I'm talking to Mr. Man. He was like, "Yo, I saw them when I was in college. They came up here and they were wearing the same exact thing.
You know
These
what?
shorts
Out
and
the
these
video?
socks.
Why the
respect
socks
it.
though?
I respect it.
I do got questions about the socks. Like,
Because they're not gonna be barefoot. They're black women.
I mean, but does it have to be knee socks? Like why are they all the
They're
way
barely
up?
clothed. They're cold.
She looked like she about to go play a soccer game. Like what?
Right.
Like,
They have to make sure they can get warm wherever they can get warm.
they in Atlanta. It's not cold.
So
Depends on the time in Atlanta. It gets
Yeah, okay,
cold.
twice a year.
I mean, maybe this was during that time.
Bruh,
Maybe
twerk
they had the AC on
team.
blast. I don't
Shout
know,
out
there's
to twerk
variables.
team.
Yo,
Shout out to
team.
twerk team.
One of them was married to Rich Boy or Rich.
That makes sense.
The one who
That's a
sang,
rapper, right?
Throw some D's on that bitch, him?
No,
Yeah.
Rich.
Because that's Rich Boy,
Rich
right?
boy selling
Oh,
crack.
not that guy. Maybe
He
the other
doing
guy,
bad out
Rich.
I mean, he had one
Somebody
song.
Rich something twerk. I was looking this up.
Some people know how to work one song and make it work now. He just doing bad. It's just poor thing.
Oh
Bless his heart.
no! Somebody's married to she got married to a rapper.
Okay,
it was very toxic. She got depressed, all this stuff. But now she's back in Atlanta. But one of the girls was like, "We got to get on this OnlyFans shit." So now they're on OnlyFans. They don't even take their clothes off. They're still twerking on fucking OnlyFans, bro.
I love that for them. Are they at least incorporating a poll? I feel like there should be a poll involved.
Yeah, and then I looked. I was like, okay, well, let me go see what the $25 for a subscription.
God damn.
And they have
they busting heads.
how many? She had like 65,000 like likes or followers or some shit like that.
I love that,
Bitch,
make your money, bitch.
Yo, the
If
it's crazy.
Had all
It's
that
crazy.
ass and knew how to throw it.
There are
probably
like I know. I have some friends, some lady friends that do feet pics on OnlyFans, and they make a substantial portion of their income. Like that is like they get to do some really nice shit in their lives. Like they be taking these trips, doing all this extravagant stuff, driving BMWs.
How committed are they? How often are they posting?
Often.
Yeah, it's like you gotta be.
No, you gotta.
How do they promote it? I would feel a little awkward promoting my.
I don't know. We're not that close that I'm asking these questions, but it's like you see it and you're just like, yeah, like man, like feet pics and like sometimes get a little racy in there too, but like it's but like a good 20 G's, you know, if like as a side hustle,
That's cute.
20 G's is.
I would take an extra $20,000 a year.
Yes.
But absolutely, I'll take that.
To show people my feet.
To show people my feet. And I got nice toes. Okay, so I'm going to figure this out with my wife because
I got athlete feet. Y'all want to see that?
Some people might. There are some weird fetishes
and
in this world.
And that scares me.
Imagine what else they'll ask for.
Because like, you know, you don't know who's paying for that joint. So it's just like.
This is correct.
You really don't. Talk about paying shit. We can go ahead and get into our Would It or Nah today.
Let's get into Would It or Nah, honey.
Would It or Nah, Greg, is one of our segments where we're like, I don't know, we're not Would It or Nah. Nah. Yeah. We never say yeah. Well, maybe.
Sometimes we are. Sometimes we are with the things. Sometimes one of us is with it and one of us is not.
That's true. Most of the time it's a no.
Most of the time it's a no.
And so, let's just go to this video.
Girl, yes.
Hold on. I'm sorry, guys.
It's like, I don't have to say that. Like, I need Uggs for the winter time.
We're gonna start it over. I'm so glad they allowed us to start this over now.
These Uggs, like, I don't have to say that. Like, I need Uggs for the winter time. I'm not giving that back.
So like maybe I can't afford to buy you red bottoms and Fendi and Gucci and Louis and Dior. I can't afford to do it, right? But he did all of that in the past, and every time we go out, you're wearing his stuff. It's a slap in the face to the guy that you're currently with.
To get your money up, it should be motivation.
It should be aspirational.
I feel like everybody's wrong.
That type of guy, and now she's with you. You should be like, damn, you know, I gotta step my game up.
I'm talking about principles here. The principle is that you are wearing memorabilia of your last relationship.
So you gonna tell
It's a
me
bit
to
dramatic.
return my
That's
shoes
a lot.
if you can't afford them?
I mean,
I can't afford them either. So why the fuck am I gonna get them back?
if you can't get yourself something, then you really shouldn't be carrying.
All right, my man got real insecurity.
I can get my own pair of red
Like
bottoms.
damn,
Real-
cringing at every response.
Real insecurity. Everybody's a little bit wrong. It's
bottom.
X bought me.
all right. So like, short like.
Oh,
Everybody kind of wrong. Like the one chick who was just like, well, that should be inspiration for you to get your money up. Like, first off, I'm inspired to get my money up every day. It is just a slow process. But like, also, he's tripping the most because it's like, if you had an ex that got you all this nice stuff and you wear it out all the time, baby, you look great.
Great, boo.
You look great. Also,
and not on my dime.
right? But like, I one day I would love to be able to
Cheers
buy
to
you
that
some
man.
stuff. But like, you know, short. Like, but why? Like, my clothes are my clothes.
Also, though, I'm
Also, how
also not running through like,
How nosy
my
are
ex
you?
got me these.
Right.
I'm not
my
sitting there
ex got me
telling
these.
you what my ex bought
just
me
got
either.
them.
Like, I still have stuff from exes that I'm not going to pinpoint
Definitely.
each fucking clothing item to my current person, though. Like,
Well, yeah,
for
girl,
what?
my ex got me
also
these.
wasn't giving that shit back.
But like, also, and if your girl is out here telling you her ex got you these
You
every
should
time she
leave.
put them on, then that's a flag, sir.
Like, you need
Take
to
notes.
not- let's
Take
talk about
notes.
this.
It's red flags all up and through that dynamic.
Yeah,
though,
no,
'cause
that
the
was-
fact that he wants you to then chuck your
He
thing.
said- he said
because someone else got
memorabilia.
it for you
Memorabilia.
and called it memorabilia.
He said, "I feel like you should get your own." He said, "You should be
If
able
you
to buy
can't-
your
right.
own red bottoms and say fuck those."
I should be able to buy it myself, but I shouldn't expect you to be able to buy it for me as my
fuck
partner.
those
Why?
red bottoms. Are you serious, sir? Fuck those?
Nah, I'm gonna be out
Just
here like
throw those out.
I'm gonna be out here like them joints is cold.
Right. Period. You look good in those.
You look good. Don't you throw those away, goddamn it.
Because guess who's not replacing them?
Yeah,
Like-
not yet. Give me 10 years.
Once you go
Give
sell
yourself
them so
more
you can
credit,
buy
Greg,
yourself
so I can
another
take
pair
10
that's not
I'm
from
a
the
frugal
guy.
bastard.
Get some-
I'm a
That
frugal
makes no
bastard.
sense.
Even more reason why you would probably be able to afford them. That just means you're not going to spend
Hey
that
man,
money on them.
I'm all for the sneaker hookup. I got you on the slide on that. But like the red bottles
Sneakers are expensive too, though.
If you want, yeah, but not red bottom expensive.
Depends on the red bottom.
Well, I'm
People
not
automatically
reselling.
put them in the like $1,000 minimum range, and that's not always the case.
No,
with red bottoms.
but like
especially if you're buying them like secondhand, like Real or Goat or whoever fucking
Thank you.
Poshmark and shit. You know,
True,
Women
true.
find their ways.
Exactly.
So these bitches aren't affording $2,000 fucking heels all the time. Like,
No.
and also maybe that nigga didn't either.
that's what I'm saying. These guys are also not.
He was
affording.
like I'm gonna Poshmark this shit like
They go on the Real and Goat and StockX and all that shit. So
yeah.
they're buying it secondhand.
I saw that shit and I was like, this nigga is tripping. Like, what? How old are you, bro?
But that's a
He sounds
deep,
like he's like 19
that's
years
a
old
deeply
right now.
insecure individual where it's just like, yo, if you still that threatened by an ex,
by the X man,
by the X.
like then you are out here, you're in the wrong,
And if she's,
you're in the wrong
if she's
headspace.
allowing you to be so like covered with this X smoke, like cloud still, you just stop it. Just get out of
And
there.
were those two people together?
I don't think so.
I
I
think
think
it
they
was
were
just
just having a
Okay, they were just having
conversation.
a debate.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That shit was weird. And
no.
the
I'm
girl's
not throwing it
responses was a
out.
little weird
Nah.
too. Like, I'm
It's
not
a
gonna
no.
say, "Oh, get inspired by."
That
the
should
fact
be
that
your
my ex bought
motivation.
me
No,
these
that's
things.
stupid.
No, not quite.
Not your motivation.
But
to
see,
get
like
your
this-
money
but
in.
that's
But
just-
I mean,
But also that's
wherever
why.
you pull your aspirations from, who am I to argue with?
Sure, but that's why. But that's also why when people talk about like love languages and they're like, my love language is gifts, and I'm like, so you greedy?
Well, not necessarily. Because I'm learning that one of my love languages, like gifts, is moving up on the love language list for me. It wasn't initially. I was also dating a lot of broke niggas before.
We all do.
And so my love languages were mostly affirmation and quality time and like physical touch.
Yeah.
But gifts are moving up on the list. But not necessarily like I need the gift to be like expensive. Like somebody gifted me a bottle that I would never be able to get in a store.
Yeah.
A sherry finished single malt that only people who were in that first team at the distillery had access to. That's a great gift to me.
Yeah,
Like it's super thoughtful. It's something that no one else could give me or whatever. Like it's a great fucking gift. That's a love language now for me. Like, but thoughtful gifts, like stuff that's not replaceable, stuff that you know you can't just go buy and don't have.
no,
to
that's
think
real.
about it.
That's real. It's
So,
just
in that
always wild to
context,
hear when like my love language is gifts. I'm just like,
Some
That is
people
not
they
mine.
use that shit to be manipulative to get stuff.
Like what?
There's absolutely that brand of person. also.
Gifts?
Like, but also those people aren't. That's not a love language. They just like gifts. They like to get shit.
Well,
They don't really give shit if you love them or
I
not.
don't know if y'all watched the new Chris Rock stand up. Supposedly he spent all his money on pussy.
Bitch.
I did not. I saw
Did
that.
we add that
I
to
saw.
West
I saw
Tea? 'Cause
the.
we need to.
I saw the clip
I have
of when
thoughts.
he called Will Smith a bitch like 5 different times.
Oh, he does.
Did you hear what he called Jada Pinkett Smith a bitch? Like a hard B too.
Yeah.
Hard B, hard H.
They've had a beef for a while, I guess.
But I did not.
really
So
don't know.
I haven't watched it yet. But I saw the clip and I was like, oh, I need to sit down on the day off with this
Nah,
one.
yeah. we sat down.
We watched
I
it,
need popcorn,
and
I need all of this.
I laughed hard.
Was it funny?
Well,
I didn't laugh
The Will
hard,
Smith
but I
part
laughed.
was at the end.
Cringe.
But no.
Cringe.
I laughed hard as fuck, especially when he was talking about when he was talking about fucking 40 or 50-year-olds. He's like, yeah, it's a good pussy, but every comes with like having to fix shit. And then he had
my
the
God,
whole
now
story.
That was funny. That was
about
funny.
going to the car shop, bitch. I was laughing. I'm sorry. That
And
was
she
so
only
funny.
had $35
Yes, bitch.
for $250.
I cried. I did. That was
Oh my
probably the
God.
only part I like cried
Nah,
at the
that
whole
part
time.
was funny.
Yeah, but why
there was definitely-
is he getting a lot of hate though? Chris
He
Rock
started off.
So
he's getting a lot of, and like I haven't followed kind of what the recent stuff because like a lot of some few other specials I didn't find.
never watched a Chris Rock special until this one.
I mean,
This is your first one?
The old
Oh.
ones when like Chris Rock was like the it
I
guy
watched
of comedy,
that.
like
Yeah.
that. Like I watched all of those, but like kind of older Chris Rock, like you know, like
Have y'all seen
older
the
man
Merlin
Chris
Wayans?
Rock wasn't.
Not yet. I want to watch
He goes
it. Though.
off on Chris Rock the whole time.
Who?
Yes.
most of it.
Okay. He
Who?
said that he talked about it.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. What
It's on
platform
HBO.
is that on? Okay, bet. I am going to watch
I didn't
that.
finish it, but like the first like 45 minutes was about Chris Rock.
That's funny.
and their history and like
everything. He
it
said he was going to talk about it. I watched his interview on Breakfast Club.
He motherfucking talked about it. He went to fucking.
I mean, okay, so this was my first experience with a Chris Rock stand-up. He's not really my brand of comedy either, though. So like, I'm not a stand-up watcher like consistently like that. I watch a few, but I kept getting distracted by the fact that he was literally screaming everything.
I mean, that's kind of
a person who likes soft lights, soft sounds.
Yeah, no,
soft pillows.
That is not the man for you. That is not the man for you.
Like, but the mic is already loud.
Let's talk about what
he's always been like that.
He admitted things in his jokes in this stand-up comedy. Mm-hmm. He admitted that he definitely fucks with trans women, like is fucking them. He admits that he's a cokehead.
You can tell.
Definitely
you can
admits
tell.
that.
Yells like he's a cokehead.
He admits that all he does is pay for pussy. He admits these are the three things he really if you listen to the way he tells jokes, you're like, oh yeah, that's what you do. That's what you're doing all the time. This nigga's life is ridiculous.
That's one thing. That is one conclusion we can come to. This nigga's life is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Right.
And you know, as a person that got slapped by somebody, you have the right to call him a bitch.
I mean,
oh yeah.
Yes, but the way he has gone about addressing getting slapped is that of a bitch. So you got bitched on the Oscars. You waited like over a year or whatever, just about a year because the Oscars just happened, to then sit here and rant on a stage about it.
I mean,
calling a woman a bitch, calling a person who slapped you a bitch. Meanwhile, you could have called him a bitch to his face when he slapped you. But I get it. Okay.
I mean, but like, I mean,
you
it does.
At work.
I feel like it does. Yeah. If you're at work,
white people were watching.
You're at work, and the one thing you don't think's gonna happen is that shit happens, and you're like, yo, by the time he's already walked off the stage, and you're just like still processing.
But
like,
he had so many opportunities before this to go off about it.
No, he did, and
you
like,
let your brother defend you. You let all these other people talk about it and defend you. You were quiet as a church mouse, just to then stomp up and down and scream and holler like this for this particular thing. I just thought it was bitch made the way he did it, and I don't think it's ever.
I think
okay
also
to
in the way it's a way to sell tickets. I haven't said nothing this whole time.
Absolutely, that is true. Absolutely, he was guaranteeing the numbers.
I mean, sure, look, you absolutely, yeah, no, like that.
Because I never watched special before, and I watched this.
I mean, honestly, I haven't. If it wasn't because the last Chris Rock special that happened, I watched probably the first 15 minutes of it, and I was like, I don't need this. Mm-hmm. Like it was just not there. Mm-hmm. But I saw the clip of this joint, and I was like, I for sure gonna watch this motherfucker because I want to know.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's what I
want to know.
Me
so
too.
like,
I want to know.
So at the
Will
same
Smith
time,
conversation doesn't come. I mean, he does this thing throughout the whole time.
I'm
He
sure
sprinkles it in, but it's at the very.
He's like,
end.
I don't want.
But you know what?
And
that's how he gonna get you to watch the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
And it's only the last 5 minutes.
He's gonna tease it now. Like if anything, like so you know.
I like the other jokes.
It would be. I would say it is capitalism the bitch made way.
Yes, absolutely. No,
he was just like, absolutely. You know, I'm gonna.
He turned it into a bag.
Yeah,
I mean,
a major bag.
He turned it into a major bag.
He viral. Bag.
I just need us to just. This is my thing. Jada is harmful. Jada is a harmful woman.
Oh dear. Can we timestamp this?
Yes. And we need to really, really talk about that.
Okay.
I agree to a point because I think the way that they go about handling their shit is
the new way that they've gone about handling their shit, because the majority of their relationship and careers they have not handled it this way.
But doing the airing of dirty laundry for views and for, you know, for shot, like all the stuff that they do is like, I get it, y'all are in this crazy, you're in this relationship, all this other stuff, like, you know,
do you think they're airing it now like for the look of it all?
First off, the red table talk is the devil. Like that.
But it started out with such a great.
It did.
I think it
started out really well, and then it got to a point where all of a sudden everything was salacious and just it turned into like Jerry Springer, and it was just like every episode was just like, not that I watched a lot of it, but like you get the clips and you'd be like,
but
yo,
you know
what is going on?
You know where I think the shift happened? The Jordan Woods interview, though. That's where it started to become like this tool to just say your piece about something that's viral at the moment.
Yeah.
Because they weren't using the platform for something like that before.
Right.
But because that's their goddaughter, they gave her the millions of viewers and the platform to say her piece about something, because the Kardashian platform is huge.
To spin. So
yeah, basically. I mean, basically.
Outside of the red table talk, I want to talk about why I said what I said.
Yes.
There is a certain type of partner that would allow you to walk up on an Oscar stage and not say shit about it, and supposedly you're defending them. She sat there in this weird silence that did not, one, encourage Will Smith to do anything, nor did it come to him. No hugs, no thank you babies, no calm down babies, no nothing here, right? There's a thing about their relationship that Will Smith has a fear of her. And you can see it, and so there's a couple of videos that I've seen of like him, like or articles that I've read also about him being like, I'm going to record you so the world can see how you treat me. Da 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 da. He has this weird fear of Jada that, to me, is like, what's the power play here? That shit really blows.
I mean, the way I see it, it looks like a fear of loss. Like he, like
a fear of loss.
He's
just like she has this control.
But I think that's
factor
it. I think that's it. I think it's like it's like, you know, you have that person that is so important to you, and I think that's him. And I don't think he's that for her, and they know that. So she has the power dynamic where it's just like, I need you, he's like, I need you, and she's like, well, I want you. Yeah. And so, like, you know, but like, you fucked this up, I can find somebody else. And he's like, there's nobody else for me type of vibe. That's where I see that.
It gets used.
That's why, no, absolutely. I see that as the power dynamic where he is controlled by his need of her. And I think that's what it is. Like, if I don't show out and do these things, and if I don't make sure that I am the way that she wants me to be, you know, I will put up with this because I can't lose you. That's how I see. That's how I see him.
They're both getting something out of that, though. In
the
public eye, it looks
I'm not
like
saying he's a fucking saint. I'm not saying that. And this
yeah, because it's like there's something he gets from that makes him feel like he
Let's
needs
really think
her.
about Jada as a person. Love her. Beautiful woman. Beautiful. Fine. Beautiful black woman. She does not deserve to get called a bitch, or I'll call her name. But let's really think about her actions, I think, towards black men. I don't know. Like, for me, it's like, it's not always. I mean, her sons, yes, but I don't think it's always a very.
I think for her, when it comes to her romantic life, at least from the little bit of insight we've been given into it, like, it seems like men to her are a little bit disposable. Mm-hmm. Like, she can take the person or leave them. Like with August Alsina, for him it was a very intense experience, very much like we're in love, we're entangled in one another. And for her, it was easy to like not talk about it. It's fun for what it is.
Man, it was just dick.
Yeah, like good big old thing from what we saw on Twitter now. But for her, she could take that and leave it. And she was going to go back to her husband at the end of the day. They have an understanding. Mm-hmm. Whether it's open marriage, I don't know if we necessarily want to call it that. I think they just have an understanding. And she's going to go back to that understanding.
I feel like it's definitely something like talked about in like practice.
They've had to talk. Because
if you are Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith,
because he knew about all this before it came out.
But like, but all this stuff, like if you are either of these people, there's no way that you are not fucking. Because when you go to work, like, because you know, man,
they fucking.
I think it was probably some point in their marriage where Will wasn't able to give Jada whatever it was she needed. And instead of them parting ways because of it, well, God damn it, I wasn't going to say that.
We all thinking it.
You are correct. You are correct. So I think there's maybe an energy there that she's probably craved or had a desire for that he just can't give because it's not who he is. But instead of like leaving each other, he probably was like willing to still be together, and you get what you need elsewhere as long as we're still giving each other what we need for this marriage to stay intact.
My thing is when it starts, because like he looks abused.
He looks abused.
Like he looks battered. Like he looks beaten down. Like
literally,
he just,
mentally.
And his, but I interpret it differently.
But in the way that like, you know, he just looks exhausted. Like he's just always just like the stress is getting to him.
I'm
like
telling you,
like all this stuff.
That's
and
a
so,
lot.
But I think also he's also been in the process of writing this memoir too, right?
We already wrote another one.
No, the one that came out.
Oh.
Because all of this was kind of happening around the same.
I think
like,
even now
space
though.
of
I
time.
think even now, like I follow.
No,
this
like he
stuff.
doesn't look.
see,
He
I
doesn't.
don't
He
follow
doesn't.
him,
He doesn't
so
look
I don't
better.
see him in the now.
He doesn't look better. Like
No.
he looks. He
Man,
looks exhausted
yes.
and like like that
I was
face.
hoping it was because all
The
his
Will
stuff was coming up.
The
when he
Will
was
Smith
doing
crime.
the
The Will Smith crime face. That
that was around that time.
But
But also,
like
I think even that, right? Like, if I'm sitting across, we agreed that we'll talk about this on my platform, but as soon as you start getting into like a very deep feeling of like crying,
Yeah, I would have a hard time
Let's
just
cut
sitting
this
there.
shit off.
But no,
stalling.
you're right,
Like,
and that's
really talk to you. Like,
well,
like,
and
let's really talk about this.
that's
Yeah.
and that's the thing where it's
Like,
like I mean
confused.
but and so I mean
I
and
don't know.
I can't just put this on just Jada either because
No,
he also
not
because
just
He's an active participant.
because
absolutely.
he's sitting there being like, yeah, okay, I'm willing to go if this is
No,
how we're doing
I
this.
agree.
Like so like you have every right to be in the moment and be like, hey,
like
this ain't working for me, and
you could have said
Don't
pineapples.
get me wrong.
At
We
any time.
Right.
in all of our situations, all of our relationships have been harmful to our partner in some type of form.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
just something
Yeah.
like I understand what people are talking about, that she is a victim here, and she shouldn't have got the butt of the jokes. And Chris Rock has been
He has been-
sending
he has been
misogyny
trolling
towards her
them.
for years at this point, decades now.
Definitely trolling.
I get it. But at the same time, I just want us to really just sit back and really just like.
But then also,
Is this woman a saint?
but also at the same time, like you're front row at an award show that is
That's
run by a
what I'm
comedian.
like,
Like,
it was, she's
like,
just said
like-
G.I.
And
Jane.
you already
The
know.
bitch looks like G.I. Jane. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what you say. She did. Sorry about
But
your
also,
alopecia.
like, but-
sorry that your hair's falling out.
but at the
Girl.
same time, you still look damn good.
and you still look
fabulous.
amazing.
You still look damn
She knows
good.
And G.I. Jane look good. So I
And
don't really
then
know
was
what
saying,
to
yeah,
tell you.
G.I. Jane was fine as hell in the movie. Like what?
Demi Moore looked great as well.
Exactly.
It did not. So I'm
not
just
gonna
saying,
hold
like
you.
the fact that I don't know. For me,
That's why I feel like there's
Honestly,
something behind
shout
the
out-
scenes we don't know.
Shout
anything
out
about.
all the women with the low cuts. Like,
Yes,
I'm trying about to go back soon. So bitch,
you better not cut them damn locks.
She's been teasing it.
I mean,
She gonna wake up. We gonna just catch her one day and it's gonna be gone.
I'm gonna be like,
I already
hey.
know. I already know. I've already prepared
I
myself.
can't imagine.
And I gave my blessing.
That's
though
how
she didn't need it.
I used to live my life. That's how I used to live
But
my
you got a
life.
little head though.
Exactly. That's why I was cute.
That's why you don't want no big ass like peanut head.
But you
So
don't
I
have
was
a little
cute.
head. either.
Potato head. Her head fits her body. Now, if her head ain't fit her neck, it'd be different. But your head fits your neck. And on that note, let's take our third sip.
And that y'all can we can have this conversation in person. I mean, Jada's a beautiful person. She's a beautiful human.
Yes.
She really is. But I just think that the way that these men literally, man eater. I don't know.
It's giving man eater. That's why I kind of don't be mad at Jade. I'm not gonna hold you.
Nah, you can.
Have
You
these
can't,
men crying over you, girl.
I think
Yes.
for me, I don't like it in any form. I don't like it when women are crying over men in that form and they have this weird powerlessness around them.
Yeah.
And I don't like
no,
it when it's a
absolutely.
women thing
I mean,
either.
Yeah.
it's just it
Yeah.
comes down to it. But like, and so for both takes, it is.
I think for me,
I
I'm
mean,
like,
shit. The way men be out here running around.
Running around and running
know,
through these people.
And it's
Running
like,
through women
so
they're
it is,
disposable.
it is nice to see somebody on the other side being like, yeah, fuck it.
And quiet as it's kept because she's not saying that about herself.
Ooh, it smells
it's
so good.
quiet. It's only quiet until she talks about it.
It's true. Quiet as kept until it hits the red table.
She literally is a kiss and tell.
But August forced it. She wasn't talking about her business before August was being messy.
Well, she did. So, but she also that's
Why
so
do you
I got
think August
but
did, though?
August because August
because
thought
he refused to.
He
She refused to.
He thought he was. They thought that he thought they was in love.
He thought that it was
And
going
so,
to be a
but-
situation where she left her marriage.
So that, but so here's the thing,
Or
though.
where she just
But-
happily had him as a boyfriend and kept her
But
husband.
Why the fuck would I leave Will
here's
Smith?
in those
Why the
situations.
fuck would I leave Will Smith? Can we give that a moment for August Alsina?
Name one song.
Please, I mean, I like his music.
August
now.
Alsina?
I like his music.
I can't name a song.
I know them.
And I love it. I don't know.
What's
I like
the
it.
song? What's the song name?
I love this shit, right? I think it's called I Love This Shit.
You think? See, yeah,
I
you
love
think.
it.
You're not even sure.
But see, the album that came out after the entanglement news, I actually liked that album.
What's the name of the album?
I can't tell you.
Exactly.
Can't tell you.
Exactly.
Couldn't tell you.
But you can tell me
And the
about 10 Will Smith.
entanglement
You can tell me
song-
10 Will Smith movies though.
Absolutely. And
Yes.
Will Smith songs, because he had his hits. They were
He did.
pop hits, but hits nonetheless. People still playing them. People still singing them.
Are we really playing August
Had to
Alsina?
pull up. She had to pull up Spotify, child.
How did they even find each other?
I love it.
Okay, yeah, I remember this
I
one.
love it.
Hey.
I love it. I love it.
Not us playing August out there.
He got some other hits though, y'all. He do. They trap hits.
He had.
They
How
still
the
get
fuck
played.
did they find
Not
each
on radio,
other?
but
How
they
did he
get
find
played.
Jada?
friends with her son.
Yes, absolutely. That is how
Fucking
that
mother.
happened.
That's your fault. But anyway.
Facts. August already knew you wasn't about to be someone she was singing about from the rooftops. She
But
were friends
at the-
with her son. That's how she met you.
But at the same time, you only get in that headspace if you think there's a chance, and so she led
She
him
was
to believe.
giving him- it
She
was
led him to
definitely
believe,
giving.
and it wasn't just we fucking. There was something
No,
there.
I believe he was touching her soul with that meat. I'm not gonna hold you. I believe he was touching her soul with that meat, and I believe it was giving #sex lies. I believe she was saying what he wanted to hear.
Yeah.
I believe she believed it in the moment, reaching climax, and then I believe afterwards, when she got back to real life, she wasn't thinking about it until she felt that urge again.
Oh my god.
And she's going to talk to that man and say, well, she's a man eater. She's saying what these niggas want to hear. I'm telling you.
Man,
Because-
Uh,
Especially if she's not doing it with her husband. Somebody has to make
so
her
wait, are
feel
they
those
are they
feelings.
not they not fucking?
They might be fucking right now. I'm just saying in the moment her fucking August, I don't think she was fucking Will. I don't think so.
I don't think they fucked that like that.
But even
don't
though
think they're,
I heard
Tearing each other's clothes off on a
I
regular basis.
did
don't think so.
I did hear that Will Smith took down Margot Robbie, and I hope that's true.
Margot, why does that name sound familiar? Oh wait, she's
They did that movie together.
wait. Oh, they did Suicide Squad together. Is that the Harley
Oh,
Quinn girl?
Yeah, there was Suicide Squad, but then they also did there was another movie that they were in.
Well, I'm surprised
together.
I just remember who that is. Okay, but that's the Harley Quinn girl.
Yeah, she.
But
she
what other
bad-
movie did
she
they do
bad as
together?
fuck.
No,
She
she is.
She
I
did.
fuck
They
with
did.
her.
They did some really bad like thief, some really bad
Cute.
like thief movie where like
Oh,
they were
okay.
like it was like but like
No, okay. I'll stick with Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
I like her as Harley Quinn. I like all her roles actually, but Harley Quinn in terms of the
Wolf of Wall Street, baby.
You think they? She's a wife in Wolf of Wall Street. Shout out
Yeah.
to her. Yeah, I like
She
her.
fine.
I like her. I
Yeah.
don't ever really call white girls fine except for Angelina Jolie, but she she cute.
I don't know.
I fucks with her. I fucks with her energy.
I would take
and that
her over
makes her
Angelina.
hot.
I would take her over Angelina.
Ooh, no, not me. That was that's like vintage white girl crush for me. Like
I don't-
I was so young when
that
I
thing.
like had my first crush on Lara Croft in Tomb Raider.
I
So
really sleep with white women.
I've only slept with half of one. So she's
Shout,
half white, half Asian.
shout out all the mixed
Shout out to
kids.
y'all. but yeah, no, Angelina's been my only like white girl crush for real. And Megan Fox almost like, but she's kind of like a
No.
That's porn star.
younger.
That's just porn star shit.
She
It was
gives,
just like
porn
you're
star
like,
vibes.
yeah.
I like it. I'm into it.
Right.
If I was watching porn, she'd be one of those. Okay, on that third sip. Sorry,
Yes.
we're going too far down the OnlyFans train.
Okay.
Okay, so third sip. This is the most recent Starlight Amburana
like-
finished release.
Butterscotch.
Wait, let me get
I'm
the
sorry.
intro first. And the reason I picked to do this one side by side with the Seelbach barrel is because I did my review of the Seelbach bottle last week, and the main question I kept getting, both on TikTok and Instagram, was how does it compare to the Starlight? So, for you people, and I'm going to save this clip for y'all, timestamp it,
You people. I did.
for you. I'm going to save this clip just for y'all and post it so that y'all can have the side by side of the Seelbach Starlight Amburana Finish Bourbon and the Seelbach Private Reserve Amburana Finish. Now, this one is a 5-year bourbon with a mash of 60% corn, 20% rye, and 20% malted barley. Oh, wait, it's a blend of two, actually. So, hold on. It's a blend of two mashes. First mash, 60% corn, 20% rye, 20% malted barley. The second mash is 51% corn, 20% rye, 20% malted barley, and 9% wheat.
Okay.
So we got a 3-grain mash and a 4-grain mash.
Okay.
And we're going down the scale a little bit, 111.5 proof.
Ooh, so light.
Progress is progress, goddammit.
So like this smells like the best oatmeal raisin cookie you've ever had in your life.
Girl,
that nice
yes.
soft.
What's up with you and raisins today?
The
The
Amburana
raisin
gives
is
it
there,
for me.
though. It's not as prevalent as it was giving in that raisin cake on the first one.
Right.
Yeah.
But
no, the
it's
first
there.
one.
Oatmeal raisin cookie.
Because I get that oatmeal
More
too.
the oatmeal.
I'm getting like that. I'm getting like as I said butterscotch, like a little bit of
Definitely
that.
butterscotch. Just got coffee.
But like there is that red fruit
Yeah.
sweet vibe that can very much be raisin.
Oh man.
Coffee, cacao. This is definitely my favorite nose so far.
So far, for sure. I agree.
Yum.
It smells great.
Just want this in a spray.
Ooh, this would make a good manly musk.
Oh, not a musk, just for the room.
See, I don't mind the smell of I like the quintessential bourbon notes, but like in a candle, in a cologne,
Yeah.
like I wouldn't mind if you smell like you just came out of like a rick house. I think if I were to ever date a man again, I would want him to smell like a rick house a little bit. That's such an intoxicating smell to me.
Wow.
Shit. You know where you gotta find them.
I just ain't gonna be able to find them black all that many places.
Soon.
It's
So,
changing. Yeah.
It's change gonna come. Honey.
Wow.
Definitely like dark chocolate,
Heavy. Roasted coffee.
Yeah.
Like that coffee scene
It
heat.
smells so good.
That cacao's in there.
Yep.
It smells
There's
like the
something
raw
funky here, too.
grain too. Mm-hmm. Like before
There
it's
is.
like,
I'm trying to I can't put my finger on it right
There's
now.
something funky there. Almost reminiscent of like rum agricole. In just that. Like not from the sugarcane piece. Just rum agricole has that funkiness to it that comes from the terroir. If it's something like that.
It might be the Amburana.
Yeah, it could very well be. Wow. I'm glad I'm tasting back through this. I gotta look at my spirograph that I did and see if I'm still doing the same stuff.
Yeah, hit me with some drops.
Droppy on. I think I'll do 4 drops this time.
You like 3, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Interesting.
So the ethanol's coming out in the nose now with the water.
Yeah, I was gonna say it made it more. It brought out more chemical.
Yeah.
But now, also
Kinda
again,
hit the
more
nose.
banana with the water.
That's
I gotta
probably
kind of go side to side to escape that ethanol to get it. But
caramel.
yep,
Very caramelly.
it definitely brought out more sweet notes. I'll tell you
And
that.
again, like I feel like the water drop on this, it makes it hotter.
Yep.
On the front end, like it's still not hot. Like this, I think it was the smoothest out of the 3 we've had so far.
Yeah.
It's mouth warming type of hot. Like
Yeah.
my mouth feels hotter.
Right.
I
Yeah.
wonder if that's it. I wonder if that's water with Amburana.
That's what I'm wondering.
That's what the pattern is seeming to be
Yeah.
like. That's why I like that we're doing all these side by side. Because now we're in a different distillery.
You okay?
Sometimes I'm not, Greg. Okay.
And that's okay too.
Okay.
Wow.
So we've been going down some rabbit holes, but got another Woody or no with y'all. Okay, and we're
We
gonna
did
start.
go down a rabbit hole. Child.
We're gonna
We did.
start here.
How did we get to Man-Eater, Jada?
We're not gonna listen to this whole thing.
I do demolition and reconstruction.
Construction. Okay. Do you have any kids?
7 boys.
My God.
You have 7 kids.
Yes.
By how many women?
3.
What are your kids' ages?
One is 24, 13, 11, 9,
He throwing
6,
it back, honey.
5, 2, 5 and probably 2.
Probably 2.
2-year-old mom.
I think you said about to be.
She's
Oh, okay. I
upstairs.
thought you said probably.
She's upstairs.
What happened?
She's upstairs.
What's going on? What are you looking for tonight?
I'm looking for a straight man that we can get together. I can get new benefits. I just want benefits with us to be together, and we can work together. And I don't gotta worry about all the bullshit in marriage. Like we
Are you
can have my money together.
So you're bisexual?
No, I'm straight.
No,
I just want
bitch,
another
you're not
straight
listening.
man, but we can work together without all the bullshit. He can have all the girlfriends he want. I can have all the girlfriends I want. We just got the partnership act on paper.
Okay, so
he wants a friend.
No.
He wants a best
He wants
friend.
a business
he
partner.
wants to marry
But he
a
wants to
straight
get into
man.
the business of marriage with another straight man for the benefits that come
That's
with marriage.
honestly, that's a finesse.
So
That's what I said.
I'm honestly like I'm kind of with it.
There's a second one. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, there's a
This is
second
different
one.
Solid. That's why I told Emmanuel, I said, okay, this is what we should do. Emmanuel, you marry Rome, I marry Cam. We join our marriage privileges in one house. That's 2 married couples in one house. Hey, we gonna get money. I'm so mad right now. I think it's gonna be a good idea, man.
Bruh, I love it.
I said we should have got married. Now, Emmanuel, if we together, you gotta at least tell me when you going out. Oh, you need to let me know. Hey, Rome, I'm gonna be out with Cynthia, and we gonna hang out. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's take advantage of this government as much as we can. It wasn't open, man.
Yeah.
We could have built a community by now. We could have built
Built a community.
We all in the altar, buttoned up, and you look sharp. We just rotate for each other. We be each other's best man. Then we switch. Then we married. Then we.
Let's go through some issues of what our marriage is. Okay, you telling me I can't go? That ain't gonna work for me.
Here's the thing. I'm worried about your safety. I don't want no girl to take advantage of you in our situation we got going on.
How about check-ins?
Check-ins cool.
We can check in with each other.
Check into a city.
Yeah, hey, bro, where you at? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, all right, dog. I love you.
Yeah, cool.
Honestly, okay. What's your biggest
With
issue?
me and Cam, nothing changes.
Y'all just ride the wave.
Okay. This is an example of
I'm with
a
it.
non-toxic male
I'm with
podcast
it.
conversation.
I'm with it.
First off, yeah, if y'all don't know Dorantainment, they're great, and their podcast is really funny. It's funny.
No, but I'm absolutely hell yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, like I'm.
Let's do
just-
it. This
that's
is a
it.
winner that I'm with. This is one that I am with.
I am with it.
Yes.
I am always
I
for it.
completely
Finesse the
think,
if you
fuck yes.
finessing the game, get the benefits.
I think everybody, 2 women, 2 men,
Oh,
best
yeah.
What you
friend,
wanna
whatever.
do?
If it makes sense, my best friend did ask me to marry him before Army shit, and I was like, I'm not doing that because then we had to move in. I had to move on.
You got to move into the house with him on
base.
base. Yeah, that's a lot.
We
They
got
check
like,
it
really
on all that
actually,
type of
they
shit.
actually check there. I'm not doing that. But like,
Mm-hmm.
if it's just like, I don't know, best friend, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, let's get this money.
Especially if y'all been best friends for like
let's get these tax.
20.
Can we
Let's
please
get
get
these
this
tax
money?
write-offs.
Like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm here for all the tax write-up. I'm here for all the benefits.
Shit, you know what kind of dope house we could get? Like,
Period.
forget it.
Pooling our resources.
Yes.
Forget a little 2-bedroom joint. Like, nah, we not roommates, bro. Let's get a house.
The house. You take your wing. I got my wing. Our bitches don't even have to cross paths unless they sharing breakfast. Look,
Our bitches don't even gotta cross paths.
like it can very well work like that.
I mean,
I can
hell.
see it working like that for men. I can see it work like that for men.
But I think also though is that's
I
the
cook on
case
Tuesday.
of
You cook on Wednesday. Like,
Yes, share
If-
the responsibilities.
if you aren't planning on marrying, right?
Yeah.
Because then you also have to date people that aren't planning on marrying, also. Because
Yeah.
then there's the toss up there, right?
Yeah, in fact, you got a beautiful woman who doesn't
But the
care
nigga
about
with
that.
7 kids, yeah, he need a motherfucking partner. He don't need to be doing this no more.
He don't need to be with no women. He need exactly
That's
what
why.
he's looking for.
That's why.
is what he
No,
needs.
that's why he said. I'm looking for a straight man.
I don't want none of the bullshit. I got
I
enough
want none of
bullshit on my
the- yeah.
hands. Got 3
Bruh.
bitches worth of bullshit.
7
And I got a
kids.
kid. I heard about 2. You heard probably 2.
Somewhere around 2.
If you got 7 kids, I think he made some of them ages up.
He throwing that shit out there at this point.
He don't.
'Cause
He,
it's 2 stair step for
he
me.
is. He remembers 24 and 13, and after that, he's like
11, 9, 7,
2.
5,
they
maybe
around
2.
like just estimating.
Like he just went down 2 years apiece because he knew he was fucking with all them bitches around the same time.
So I didn't let that video go, but that video is 3 minutes long, and it goes on to where he's like, and she's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I just don't want any more of the bullshit anymore. I just want somebody that wants to take on and get the benefits of marriage." And she was like, "What bullshit are you talking about?" And he's like trying to talk about like women bullshit. She's like, "Well, don't you think that you're the bullshit? You got 7 kids." And he's just like, "I'm just looking for a straight man." And she forces on him that he's bi, which I did not like about that
No,
conversation.
I didn't like. That's what I was gonna say. Kendra G pisses me off. I don't like her. Period. I don't like her viewpoint on shit. The way she goes, the way she has conversation. I don't fuck with that bitch. Anyway, the way that she kept trying to force him into claiming bisexuality when he was very clear.
He said no. He
in
said
his intentions.
I just want.
Like-
I want a financial partner.
That's it.
Like,
A financial
bitch, you had no
partner.
business partners. You couldn't relate this to business at all. Like, you don't understand that marriage in itself is a business. The way
It's
the
a con-
government
it's
sets
a
it up.
it's a business
contract.
it's a business contract. That's
You're
why you get your
sharing
write-offs.
assets. You're sharing debt. You're sharing all types of shit.
Yeah.
You're sharing taxes. Like,
And 7 kids, maybe.
but you keep trying to reduce it back down, reduce it down to
Kept saying
sexuality.
It was so much.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Just say
getting
you're bi.
fucking
You're
bitches
just bi
is not
then. You're
this
just
man's
bi.
issue.
Right.
I'm like,
Like,
no.
The
why
man
are you
has
doing it?
7 kids. It's not like he had sex 7 individual
And the
times.
woman of the last kid is upstairs. The nigga is fucking.
He has
He's
his
fine.
rotation of 3 women, and that is okay. I don't like because it felt like she was trying to also
trying to be that like it's like
yes, like you're outing him or you're catching him like it's something negative. If he was a bisexual man, who the fuck cares? But he
also said I'm looking for a straight man.
Straight man. Why would a bisexual man?
He can have all the girlfriends he wants to. Like, I'm not getting away with any of your happiness, bruh.
I want these benefits. What are we talking about?
Right, I got 7 kids. I need deductibles.
Can we share dependents? That's even more money. Like, what
exactly. I got 7 kids to put on your taxes. Like
your taxes, my nigga.
7 kids. Come get this bag, homie.
She gets on my last nerve.
Yeah, no,
I didn't like the way she kept trying to frame that back. And like,
it was so annoying.
It was weird. And then all that aloof shit. Like, oh wait, so you mean you're bi? He already answered you.
He's not. He's not.
Said I want a
very
straight man.
But I mean, that's just a lot of people and a lot of the world that we still dealing in today, where it's just like any kind of nuance. So that's why when you played the other clip of the podcast where they were talking about
a beautiful contrast.
And it was really dope to see them like not like be cringy and weird
happily
at all.
Joking back and forth.
But also being like, huh.
Exactly. And not being afraid to say I love you, bruh. The
right.
fuck? Like, because that's not gay, guys.
No, it's not.
It's okay to love your male friends.
No,
otherwise, it's kind of a toxic relationship if you don't love your good men like that.
I mean, that's how I get off the phone with my homies. It's like,
because
you're not telling your friends that you love them.
I will always say I love you to my friends. I never know if that's gonna be the last time I get a chance to tell you. I never I don't play with that.
These are friends these are friends that I've had for over almost 2 decades at this point, and it's just like.
Like
I feel like humans should affirm their love for other humans. Well, and
that's where people. Not everything is romantic, and not everything is sexual. So like that's where people need to get that out there.
Stop equating love to sex. These people fucking you all day don't love you. So
facts.
Stop equating love to sex because the two can relate, but they are not synonymous. So
that third one smells like Cinnabon now.
Oh, really? That's fun. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it does. Down to the cinnamon.
Oh damn!
So good.
Damn. Okay, Starlight.
I finished that one.
I want a Cinnabon now.
I do too. That sounds bomb right now.
I'm so hungry.
I
brought a salad after we're done here. I'm trying to be good, y'all.
I saw the Chick-fil-A bag and I was just like,
it's definitely salad.
Good job. Come on, salad.
Trying to order something.
I'm not trying to order anything. I got some chicken and broccoli left over, and I can make you some breakfast food if you want some food. I can make you some sausage, some eggs,
tease me with a good
bread.
breakfast food. I am so proud of the breakfast I made yesterday.
Some cornbread? You just got cornbread?
She loves cornbread.
I love cornbread.
I would happily taste a piece of cornbread, though. I'll happily take
it. Yeah, absolutely.
I got you.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, shout out to men who
are
willing to say I love you to each other and laugh and joke about getting married and also take it serious and not cringe at all.
Shit,
right.
I'm honestly, I'm out here like scheming now. I'm like,
y'all can have like a 5-year contract.
I'm just blown. 5 years. Well, I'm just blown. Most of my good men are like already kind of married and shit. So I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah, because it's like,
why all the good ones always taken?
Taken. They're always taken. They got snatched up, honey.
I'm about to be out here wedging myself between them and them wives, like trying to get on the benefits. Like, you won't take that? You just gonna let her talk to you like that?
Are you really happy?
I know you got 2 kids, but like, bro,
you know it's okay not to stay together for the kids, right?
Yeah.
You know,
I got
they want to see their parents happy.
I got you.
Scheming out they married. Oh God,
that.
That's fucking hilarious. Okay,
child.
I didn't see now. This just changed the whole world for me. Like now I'm out here.
That is
you look at this.
I'm just a straight man scheming other straight men out of their marriages to get married with a straight man. Like for the benefits. This is like I am.
I'd have been married 7 times.
You know, it'd be so funny if
7 times all the dudes like
straight men on dating apps start changing their what they're looking for. Like straight men looking to marry for benefits only.
Yes,
must be the homie.
Must be straight man.
Right.
Listen.
Must be okay with platonic
I
marriage.
am a bartender. We have dope whiskey in the house at all times. Like, here's what you're going to get from me.
Right. Benefits of this straight man-on-man marriage.
Preferably somebody I can talk to anime about. Like,
Listen, period. That's what I need.
Helps if you have Netflix, because I have Hulu.
Right.
Like,
first off, that's
my Showtime for HBO Max.
That's going to be one of my selling points is I have all streaming services.
That's my selling point.
I have all of them. them.
is a
I have
solid
all
point.
streaming services. I don't need your password. I got them all.
Yeah, at this point, my wife will probably
So
marry
I-
you for the streaming
Peacock.
service.
Yeah.
Damn, what you don't have?
Peacock,
Damn.
Paramount Plus.
You got Discovery
Isn't that on Disney?
No, that's not Nat Geo.
It's not Geo. Okay, so I don't have Discovery Plus. All right, there's one.
That's crazy.
I used to have Funimation, but everything on Crunchyroll, so I don't.
It's right,
I,
that's what I
don't,
said.
I got
I
rid of.
took
I got
Funimation
rid of
off,
that.
See,
Netflix-
I have a free app that
Say what?
has
You got All Black?
all of them.
What's the?
I need to look up if All Black is on my app. Damn, I need to look that up because I got an app
think
that
I
like
got it
has
from you.
all the shit.
Or I got
No,
from Shantae.
or Shantae.
Yeah,
That's Shantae shit. Oh wait, she got the login.
yeah.
Dang.
Shantae got the Shantae got the login.
Let me get that. Slip.
Somebody logged it in on mine. I don't know why I got it though.
Hey,
Got BT.
no.
You got BT Plus. Oh damn.
Yo, talk about BT and going into what's tea. Talk about what's
Ooh, that
going
was a
on in
good
Nulu,
segue.
everything. BT is going to be sold and hopefully to a black man and hopefully it's Tyler Perry because he deserves it.
Oh, I didn't know BT was getting sold.
Yes, it's between
Oh,
Tyler
shit.
Perry and some other black man.
All
I
right,
can't
so-
remember who it
Ooh,
is.
I
So-
hope it goes to Tyler Perry.
I gotta
He's
be honest.
already in control of BT
talk to us.
Plus
Talk to us.
anyway.
Why?
I don't fuck with Tyler Perry.
I mean, but he still the amount of shows that he's given.
Oh no,
What he
so-
does for black people.
What he's done for BET alone,
So-
he deserves it.
So have you ever there's a comment. So the way you don't watch comedy is the way I do watch comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And Gerard Carmichael is. You don't like Gerard Carmichael?
I don't like his humor. Let me not say I don't like him.
Fair-
I like his documentary.
His humor.
I don't like his humor.
His humor is interesting. It's dark and fucked up.
It's dry.
No, it's not. It's
Dry
all,
as a bone, and I
it's
like
all,
dry humor.
but it's all for shock value. Like,
And it's too much.
oh, but I love
watched
it.
the Golden Globes.
I
It was
love
too
it.
mu- He was not the right host for me.
Oh no, he should never.
It was
he
awkward
should
and
never.
cringy. He should
But
never host.
he did. So he did in his. I think it was his first special. He was like he did 10 reasons why black people will never overcome,
Oh Lord.
and one of those reasons was Tyler Perry's typewriter.
Well, okay.
And-
he ain't wrong. Then.
And I'm just like, yeah,
He's not wrong.
yeah.
Between
Like,
the typewriter and the wigs, he's
I mean,
not
it's
wrong.
just the reason I don't like Tyler Perry is because it always feels like he's doing what's expected of black people in entertainment.
Tyler Perry gives me good times type writing, like where we can never just all be in a great place. Like somebody's got to be downtrodden or in something toxic or
But you saw-
have it great at one point and it's snatched away and
You
we
saw
gotta
the
watch
you
them
saw the
struggle.
Atlanta episode where they essentially were making fun. They were going at
What season was it? Because
The
I haven't
last-
watched the,
the
newest
final-
one. Okay,
okay.
no, I haven't watched it yet.
there's
Okay.
there's a Tyler Perry like situation with the studio and like it's very clearly about Tyler Perry
Okay.
and they give him a
Love
different name.
that. I love their satire. on
Wait,
Atlanta.
on what?
I love it.
On
Atlanta.
Oh, the
Donald Glover's show.
yeah, I know, but
But
what
they-
I
season?
haven't seen the final season.
the
yet.
final season.
Oh, I haven't watched it either.
I haven't watched it. I
I was
want
trying to let
I'm
it
a binge it.
back.
It's done, right?
It's done. It's
Oh,
amazing.
okay, nah,
I'm a
great,
definitely
awesome.
binge.
It's amazing.
Oh, I love
So
it.
yes,
much.
so BET Paramount Global is considering selling a majority stake in BET Media Group, and right now there are two black men that are most likely going to be able to.
I
buy it.
love
So-
that. I hope that that's for the best. I hope.
I mean, it's
Because
been
black
only,
people buying it doesn't always mean that those black people in particular have the
That's
best.
true. That's true.
Are the best equipped
It's just nice to
do
say that
what needs to be done. but
black entertainment television will be
Should be owned by black people. I mean-
by black people.
yeah, no, absolutely, I agree with that piece. The right black people, though. I feel like
Yeah.
Tyler Perry's already taken over BET. A
I'm
lot of
like,
the BET Plus shows
man,
go on
BET
BET
is
at some
Tyler
point.
Perry's
so.
network. Like that nigga has so many
So him
shows.
owning it won't throw me off. Like the content's not gonna change.
The
much,
other
at
guy is a
For better or
person,
worse, I guess.
Entertainment Studios founder Byron Allen.
least. Oh,
Never heard of him before.
Byron Allen. Why does that name sound like I've heard it before? I probably have. I don't know
I mean,
anything about him, but
It's I've seen him before.
I've seen his face
American
before.
Businessman.
okay.
That's his role. That's his
What have I seen
his
him?
title.
Because that's what he just got endless businesses. That's
Yeah,
a,
just
hey,
rich
That's a
somewhere.
flex.
just rich somewhere.
He's just rich.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's his
I
wife.
don't. I hope not.
Oh,
It looks like it
he's
though.
that guy.
It looks like it though.
Ah.
It looks like
Hey,
it though.
No, he's the okay.
I'm
There's
a
the white guy.
I am a product of interracialness.
Okay, yes, but he's the black guy who has to have
talking
the
shit.
blonde.
No, I'm just talking shit.
Like the blonde.
You can always tell. You can always tell when like
Greg had a black mom, and that's what we were here for.
My Dukes is black.
Yes, mom's is black. Mom's is black. That's what I'm here for. I know that's a double standard. I was talking about this double standard.
But you can tell.
Right.
But you can tell when
Kingy Bears.
that little boy.
Everybody's bright.
That little boy.
Wow. Look like T.I. Tiny Son.
When children look tired, I'm like, what you be doing?
Child, no, that's just because he's really bright. So the slightest bit of lack of sleep, it is all under the eyeballs.
That's a light skinned man with a white woman. Like those kids they didn't have a chance.
They didn't have a chance.
Ay. Whatever. American businessman with the blonde wife and the light bright babies. It is a story.
Sorry,
that we know all
this
too
is
well.
horrible. I'm judging just off of these photos, and I hope it goes to Tyler
So
Perry.
sorry that we're judging.
She
so
does.
sorry.
She does look like she voted for Trump.
Absolutely not really, and it looks like he was.
She
looked.
looked. I mean, he looked like he voted
Look
for
at
Trump.
this
He
one.
probably
Look
voted
at
for
this
Trump
one.
too.
Like it's just like
Nah.
Like, cause it's giving like Scandinavian, like your family could have been Mormon type white.
But both of them got that
like,
kind of vibe where it's like you get a sound clip of them being like, so this is how black people been fucking up and need to overcome.
It just gives.
Like she walks in the room, you hear like the snow blow in with the wind, like, ooh, like yeah, it gives that. Like she could be on Housewives of Salt Lake.
They make business moves together. That's for sure.
For sure.
Oh, for
1,000%.
sure.
That's like her daddy's.
She's at
Her daddy's been helping them
every
out
function.
since they've
Like,
been married.
1,000%.
Her parents are crying at the wedding.
If they went.
If they made it.
If they went.
And not happy tears, bitch.
Damn.
That's crazy as fuck. Oh.
No, you know what it is? They either didn't attend or they cried at the wedding, but then when they realized how motherfucking successful that motherfucker was, they decided
they love
to
it. And
tolerate
they love
it
their
because
grandchildren.
they love a successful,
And
wealthy
they love
black
their grandchildren.
Well, look,
man. That's why Magic Johnson's not even considered black. He's just Magic Johnson.
I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with the rest of you blacks. Look at him.
Like, look at Magic.
He pulled it up by his bootstraps.
By his bootstraps. You think you see
slavery
didn't hold you back?
I cannot.
Reparations for what?
I cannot.
Look at Byron.
This is too much.
Now that's an example of a nigga. Like, I can't stand people, bro.
Uncle Ruckus ass motherfucker.
Good nigga.
Not a nigga example. Got no shit up in the school. You walk in, examples of niggas. Nigga examples. Okay. All right.
Wow.
That's a lot. I can see so much such a rabbit hole of the thing. Okay. Do we want to go to our next West team or our next sip?
Let's do our next sip and then let's get to West Tea. Damn it, the back of my earring fell somewhere around your feet. We'll find it later.
Oh no.
I can't laugh too hard because exactly what happened just the second I move my
Hey, start a trend.
Oh God, wait, don't push
The one
back
hoop.
right now.
The one hoop. The one giant hoop.
I done laughed my hoop out,
I've been that person before, and nobody would tell me until I got back home. Like, I have one earring on all day. That's crazy. No one said a goddamn thing.
That is nuts. They thought you was doing. They thought it was on purpose. And shout out to them for thinking that you were just being cutting edge. You was being trendy.
I just think people don't really.
I love
be
that they
looking.
even look at you that way. So I'll take it.
All right, what's next?
All right, so fourth sip. Oh damn, I spelled time laughing. I ain't pulled a bitch up. So this is Seelbach Private Reserve, batch number 4. And this is our 9-year Amburana finished bourbon, y'all. So, Seelbach's Private Reserve, because I want to give you all the right information. I know it's aged 9.5 years. It was finished in Amburana cask. This is one of the oldest bourbons to go in an Amburana barrel. Ooh, yum, yum, yum. This is MGP, well, MGPI. All my whiskey nerds, tell me what the I at the end means.
Try the nose with this glass, because I think you're just getting the wrong...
Oh, I'm glad we let this sit out for longer because it smells fab. Okay.
Smells like
so yes, MGPI, y'all. You said it smells like dill?
It smells like a green herb. It's weird. It has nothing of what the other ones had, which is like these baking spices. This is cinnamon. This oatmeal. This raisin. This has
it's there. It's just you gotta push past the ethanol smell to get to it.
There's just, I don't know. It literally.
Like I stuck my nose in there, and then like you push past it, and you still,
herb.
but it's light. I'm not getting green herb though.
I get the dill. No, I get the dill.
I can't get past
fresh
it.
dill too.
Very fresh.
Like this is. I just opened my little plastic pack.
Yes, literally.
Nah, I get that. Ooh, that's weird. I wasn't getting that when I
That's
first
why I
did
made
my
the face
review
that
of
I
this.
Greg was like, well, smell all of this. I was like, nope, still there. It's still there.
Ooh, I'm glad I'm doing this. So I'm gonna definitely gonna share this clip
That's
with
so
y'all
funny. I'm
because
gonna
you'll
try to
be
get
able
past
to
it.
compare this to my initial review. I always get something different the second, third time I start like tasting and smelling something. So
Yeah.
I love that we're doing this again and side by side with the Starlight. But I definitely get that dill. It's like dill
still
and
get
then
the
like some
oatmeal.
sweet citrus.
Wow.
Yeah, like tangerine.
It's crazy.
Yes, that's why I said sweet citrus.
The taste to the nose is so different.
So vastly different.
Oh my God.
Not
That
bad.
took a turn.
Wow. It's tart cherry concentrated like
Yeah.
right before it became Robitussin.
Like macerated fruit.
Yep.
Like
like a fruit punch.
Yeah, it's giving medley.
it makes me think of the
Pepperiness for sure.
the Minnesota old fashioned.
What's a Minnesota old fashioned?
Is it Minnesota?
Oh my God.
Yes,
The
yeah.
Wyoming or some shit.
I think it's Minnesota where it's like Sprite, muddled cherries, orange.
Out of here.
Yeah.
Why?
It's giving that for sure.
Yeah.
They don't even have to call it Minnesota. Just call it ghetto.
Midwest. It's somewhere in the Midwest.
And this is 99% corn, 1% malted barley.
I think it is Minnesota.
And I can tell in texture that it's 99% corn. It starts off soft and then like evaporates into this like chalkiness that comes from like super high corn content. Wow. What is that finish? Holy shit. Is that vanilla and like
Fruit roll up.
that too? That's what it is because it was weird. It was a weird combination.
Fruit buttermilk.
It was vanilla and fruit roll up at one time, right on the finish, and that's what lingers.
This is
Wow.
tasty because it's so strange.
Gushers.
Right,
Gushers.
This is fun.
It is giving
Gushers,
Gushers.
that's a good one. I can't tell you the last time I've had a gusher.
I don't think they make them anymore.
Yep.
Sorry, it's a little six.
I think they still do. We just have there are certain snacks that
We
we
just
just
old
grew
now
out
that
of.
we
Don't
just-
get them again until you have children. Okay?
That's what I was
That
gonna
is
say.
it.
We've aged out of certain
But
snacks.
Gushers, we're talking Gushers
fucking
specifically,
Teddy
like-
Grahams, fucking.
Hey,
There are people you
Capri
stop.
Sun- well, some
Yeah, you
people
stop
still
eating a
drink
certain
First off-
snack, and then
first
when
off,
people get their
Animal crackers
Kids
forever. My shit. Animal
I
crackers.
definitely have aged out of like the fruit gummies and shit.
that
Except for
just-
Haribo, I will always go back to Haribo.
So the dill is kind of fading away with the
A
water.
little bit. When I tried
giving
a
sugar
rye-
cookie now.
I tried a rye the other day, y'all. The entire nose
Smells good.
smelled like I cracked open a fresh jar of kosher pickles. Like a rye made in Philly, actually, called Kinsey, but
Thank
so
you.
fucking good. It was nothing but pickles.
Wow.
Like
This smells like
I was
sugar
like,
cookie
shit. Now I want some picklebacks,
Ooh.
but I don't want to be
Sounds good,
drunk.
though.
It does.
It sounds like a good, tasty time, but also sounds like I'll regret it. By the
Also, the way my hangover is going right now.
yeah,
Salt and like briny.
Yeah, I would just drink the pickle juice.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Keep the shot. Because can I just get a glass of pickle juice?
Okay.
That sounds delicious right now, low key. Is that weird? Okay.
I'm right there with you. Wow. That vanilla fruit roll up is like right
So
there.
there was
And pepper
something
and
last night. So last night at the party, there's one thing we're having all the sushi and whatnot. There's one thing that I did not do in front of y'all that I'd usually do privately. When I have sushi or anything with soy sauce, I shoot that joint.
really.
I be like that
The
little
soy sauce.
that last little bit of soy sauce. I just be like, I just pop that.
You did it?
I did
Probably-
not.
probably
it was-
tastes delicious.
I was in front of people.
Nobody
I don't
would've
think you would have
saw.
been judged for that.
Nobody would have
This
saw.
I'm
crew,
sure-
This crew, absolutely.
Oh,
I got some soy
See?
sauce in the fridge for you, boo. You want some?
Princess would have been like,
Nobody would have saw. We were all wrapped up at the karaoke. I turned around, everything was gone. I was like, damn, I want some more sushi. I want sushi now. That shit was good. I
yeah.
love sushi.
That was yummy.
I
Okay.
do.
else
That's
do we
really
have under-
tasty. It smells like sugar cookie after the water, but
Wow.
okay.
That's
So
delicious.
in the West Tea, kids are overdosing on gummies.
What?
There's multiple kids
Kids are
headlines that have been out.
overdosing on gummies.
Fucking gummies, bro.
How
Like-
am I this? Like what I just said.
Check on your car, bro.
Oh
Check
my
on your
god!
car.
This is why. Oh my god! The street is so loud. Oh
Ooh,
my
and then there's an
god!
extra alarm going
Minute,
off.
minute,
y'all. When it
minute,
rains,
minute.
it pours.
That's not my
Okay,
car.
so
Definitely not my car. Hallelujah.
Columbia Heights Education Campus. Several students have been taken to the hospital over the past several hours for checkups after ingesting gummies.
And that's in DC. Ooh,
Are these
Lord.
weed gummies or like just regular?
They're supposed to be weed gummies. Let me try to find
THC gummies.
But I mean, you can't. So like, there's a lot of stuff recently that I've seen where it was just like, you know, they caught this one guy who was like lacing his weed with fentanyl, and it's just like, so like for some reason, I don't know what's going on in the drug game out here, but people are just trying to poison people.
People are trying to kill people.
It's no longer about
getting with fentanyl. You're trying to kill people.
It's no longer about getting high. It's just like, yo, like why? I don't understand why. Like how
They're
sadistic.
trying to find the next crack rock. Like,
but like people are being this like, but like stop, like don't fuck with shit that's already existed.
Right.
Like,
Right.
if it's tried and
please
true,
leave my weed alone. Like, get the fuck out of here with that.
that's why you can't get you can't
buy from anybody.
but you can't just get shit from everybody. And like
No,
so that's what
not
these
at all.
these kids are out here probably getting
Just getting whatever they can manage.
getting
to get their
whatever you
hands
can
on.
get. You know, you like, oh, I got a guy. I know this guy. And
I
it's
got
just,
a guy. Exactly.
You know, at this point, like I'm getting weed from a dispensary or from friends that I know that grow.
Exactly.
Like I have
Exactly.
it's either legally spoken for or this is my man's. Like
That's the route that I take.
I haven't bought off somebody I didn't know in years.
Long time. I haven't bought somebody I haven't known
Police said that
since.
this store,
Sure.
Jimmy Sparks in the Mount Vernon district, called for help Monday morning after being burglarized, but it was the store's owner that ended up.
Ooh. No, that ain't the.
So
That's not the West T we was talking
but,
about.
That shit crazy. They don't say what exactly the kids went through. They don't really say. They just said they were sick. But I've taken edibles.
Probably threw up because once you get a little too much weed in you can throw up if you freak yourself out.
Listen, okay.
I did that in college.
I done been some places too high on some gummies. I was like, them motherfuckers didn't overdose. They were just too high, bro.
Too high. And they couldn't control it because they're not getting
they
high.
were fucking they're like, I don't know, I'm gonna die. That's what happened.
But I mean, at
My
the same
grandmother
time,
overdosed on a gummy and had that exact response.
but at the same time, like the things they're doing to weed now, like weed does not need to be this strong.
No, it does not.
I like my gummy strong. I'm not gonna hold you.
I mean, sure, like
That
but, like,
bitch takes
do a
40
milligrams.
milligrams.
no, I'm saying the milligrams are fine. Like that's
can't.
that's different. But like
I don't
we're
need like
talking,
a gram in a gummy though.
but like no, I'm saying like the way that the weed is like.
I accidentally gave I intentionally gave her 20 milligrams, but I didn't know that she kind of caps at 5. And so she was at the gin bar high as fuck. Like, how much did you give me?
I
buddy.
couldn't even text right. I was like,
Because I gave her half of my gummy, thinking, oh, it's half. You'll be great. No.
I used to smoke down. I used to gummy down. I used to be high. A bitch can't do it anymore. I get paranoid. I get weird.
Oh no,
I'd be in such a great place. Oh my god, I'm paranoid in my regular state of mind. So
I'm not.
When I'm
very
high, I let it
confident
all
and
go.
fine.
See, that's why. See, for me, that's why I like mushrooms more.
I love shrooms.
Shrooms now are they just get me to a point of like nothing matters. But like
I've
to
had
the
a great
core of
year
what
of
means
getting
that
activated
nothing
with
matters, which is like why I'm like, okay, I don't need to take this
The
anymore.
existential.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, if nothing matters, then like no.
Why do we do it all? Why do we do any of it?
Yeah, I don't need to be there either.
I haven't gotten to that point with shrooms, but I've gotten to some really great
or
places.
just the cycle of thoughts.
Well, my thing is,
Same
I just can't. I
things.
can't be.
I love
like,
shrooms, though.
I understand, like the
love
people
shrooms.
that smoke
Acid,
all the
though.
time. Like I can't do that personally because
I'm
like,
doing acid more recently.
oh Jesus,
Love it.
never again.
Love it.
I've never tried it, and I probably never
We didn't even
will.
take that much, man.
Of course, you did it with Capri. Of course. Of course.
It wasn't even that much. You just we should have done it because he had to go to work the next day. I didn't have to work, so it was fine. But
Let's see. I don't know.
he had to work the next day, and
It's the saddest day of work.
zombie.
Aww. That's a blower.
Zombie.
The come down's not great with acid.
No, it's not.
It's a lot of self-doubt.
It's
Oh dear. Because you spend this
It's
time on
not.
like this big
when
high.
when I do acid, first off, it lasts could take about 12 hours or so. You need a day or two afterwards for sure.
Yeah.
I
see why.
Because the come down is not great.
You heard it here first, folks.
Don't do acid, kids.
But it's what it is.
If you're going
I
to,
have
make sure you have a
I
3-day
love it.
weekend.
Have
love
a
it.
3-day week.
Have a 3-day weekend. I was talking to somebody about ayahuasca. I think I want to do it for my 40th.
I want to do ayahuasca. I definitely want to do ayahuasca.
I think by 40 I'll be kind of
40
ready.
could be a good year. It's a good round year.
Yeah, I feel like I'll be ready by that
But
time.
I also kind of want to do it before I have a kid. I kind of want to reach enlightenment before I have a kid and fuck them up. So I think I want to face that mirror before I have a baby. So maybe Brazil will be like my 35-year birthday trip or something. And I do ayahuasca. Because I do want to do it. I kind of don't want my wife to be there. Not for the ayahuasca part.
You don't need no
Or
triggers.
like we needed to do it in like separate parts of the woods or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like
It just needs to
we
be
need to go
yourself.
through that journey on our own.
Yes.
And then come back together having seen the light.
It's a real ass journey.
Yeah, and I just kind of want us to both have our own moment of seeing ourselves and come back
It's just
together
not for getting
after.
high. That's just literally for a journey.
Yeah, it's for the. I want it
makes
for
sense.
the healing piece of it.
Now,
like,
my homegirl, she did it recently, and she has a bunch of helped. She was like it helped her deal with a bunch of stuff with her and her mom, and like helped like kind of shift her mindset on like how to approach like trying to figure out how to bridge
That's so
some of these
real.
gaps in her relationship with her mother. And she was
That's
like,
so
yeah,
real.
like so like that stuff it is not a pleasure.
No.
no,
trip.
it's not a pleasure thing. No,
At all whatsoever.
but you wind up coming out of the other side much better, apparently, or at least feeling better. Just depending on what you get confronted with, because that could change for everybody.
But also,
It is different for everyone.
But
Yeah.
but in a lot of people, I think in a lot of people, I've been reading up on it because it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time as well. And then as somebody who is heavily therapized, like what they say
Shout out
about
to
it.
men being therapized. That's hot.
Yes, that's why I do it. It's to appeal.
My God.
Women love an emotionally intelligent man.
2023, man. You know what? Oh, what's your best feature? My therapist.
Therapy.
Yeah.
Hey, and guess what? There's some women who want to pause. Like, you know what?
Child, yes.
But what they say when it comes to the ayahuasca is like it's not a cure all situation. So it's not something that you're gonna walk into
Right.
and you're gonna walk out having figured
Feeling,
out
yeah.
answers and all that stuff. Like you got to
Might walk out with more questions.
You got to do work going in. You take ayahuasca, it's an experience, it is a journey to help you see things, and you got to do the work afterwards as well. Like people, I know a few people who have taken it and be like, it was, and it's like because you have to do the work on both sides of it to make it.
You can't go into it having already
Right,
been resistant.
but this
to,
right again, like, and it's not a party, and so it's you're searching for something deep within yourself,
Yes.
and it can help you find
Bring it to
that,
the
but then you
surface.
still got to deal with that on either side of it, and so it's not you're not gonna wake up and be like all the answers.
No, because when I
No.
say come out on the other side better, I mean it for that.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
you're making it more clear, like directly in my face, the work I need to do. Like
Right.
less of me battling back and forth with myself, my spirit guides, all this. Like, tell me flat out loud, what the fuck do I need to focus on, God,
Right.
please, so that I can do that, because I will drive myself crazy in my hamster wheel. So that's what I mean by coming out on the other side. Now that only looks like better if you actually want to do the work. If you don't,
If
you're
you
not coming out the
wanna
other side
do the
better.
work.
You're coming out the other side with more questions that you now
And if
gotta
you
wanna do
and
it.
if you don't want to do the work, just do DMT.
Yeah, don't do ayahuasca.
Just
That's it. That's real. That's real as fuck.
Facts. Like
Real
if you're
smart.
avoiding doing the work,
just DMTs.
Yeah.
30 minutes of your time.
30 minutes of your time.
Literally though.
Cute. Oh, that's funny as fuck.
That's so right.
It's a fun trip.
right.
though.
Okay, now we have one more sip, but I'm going to get into this conversation because we started it before the pod, and I said, "Shut up," because we're going to talk about this on the pod because we have differing feelings about this.
Oh.
So let's do our final sip real quick,
Okay.
and then we're gonna get into this last honorary with it or not.
Okay.
So
Oh, the last one.
this Seelbach Private Reserve 15 year. I love this glass so much. This Seelbach Private Reserve 15 year is a completely different barrel from the 2022 release of the 15 year that we did. I think that was December. And so we've got 15 and a half year MGP. Oh, not MGP. I'm sorry. 15 and a half year Bardstown bourbon. Oh wow, we went right back up the scale at 124.4.
Jesus fuck.
With a mash bill of 74% corn, 18% rye, and 8% malted barley. So,
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. I already know that I'm going to want to do a before and after water on this.
Yeah, the 120 what?
124.4.
Shit.
Ooh, already on the nose. Super roasty. I get cacao. I get pepper.
It's giving you quintessentials, your caramel, your vanilla.
Definitely smell that oak, that char.
On the taste,
Maybe a
so
little
much
bit of
cherry.
strawberry.
So much cherry.
I feel like I smell strawberry on
Really?
leaves of strawberry, like the end of the strawberry.
I definitely get the leaves. That green. And with that, inevitably comes like a little bit of that sweet strawberry. It's hiding up under that heat, though. Give me some drops, please, Craig. I think I'll take 7 this time. Ooh. Ah! With that response, thank you.
Oh, God.
Okay, so what made you holler like that, Praise?
It's hot.
Oh, yeah, it's hot. That proof is definitely coming through, y'all. It's hot.
Just yeah, there you go.
Splash some water in there.
Just splash some water in that bitch.
But a lot of cherry.
It's
on
cherry.
there.
It's pepper.
Like it's like maraschino cherry. Like
Yes.
Like I'm getting
Got it.
Luxardo.
Yeah. That is accurate as fuck. There's also cinnamon.
Yeah. And
A
true
little clove, too.
True to form. It gets hotter with the water.
Yep. And this was not even an Amburana finish. This is just straight up bourbon.
Can't taste nothing but alcohol heat.
Should have taken his crew neck off before we started.
Baby, why? I knew I was coming to Capri's house and wore a fucking turtleneck. I don't know. I've
Don't
never,
get hot in here for
I've
the
never
real.
learned
I
my
don't know.
lesson.
This
It's
motherfucker
okay.
hot in this bitch. That's nice.
It is nice. Texture-wise, it evaporates into something almost soft, almost powdery. Like
Yeah.
something that reminds me of like baby powder.
My lips burn.
The roof of my mouth is burning.
burn.
Yep.
My lips don't burn, but the roof of my mouth definitely does.
There's
Go
no
back to the
back.
Seelbach.
There is no bacteria.
Ooh.
No.
None.
The Seelbach. Get back in that nose. Get back in that nose.
Ooh, it got real sweet.
Oatmeal raisin.
Ooh, oatmeal raisin, honey.
Sorry.
No,
Sugar
the
cookie?
raisin came out more too, but it's like a really good quality oatmeal raisin cookie, like
That's what I'm saying. Nice and soft.
fresh out the oven, is soft.
Buttery.
Good quality sugar, butter.
Oh,
Damn.
I want pie now.
Good flaky crust. Damn. Just hungry at this point.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so let's get into this last thing. We're going to get the
The
fuck
last
out
and
of here.
final debate, y'all, before we get up out of here. And I want y'all to engage and comment on this topic because I want to know just how many people really fucking separate on this issue. Wakanda forever.
Meh.
I am for.
Meh.
And these motherfuckers,
Meh.
shady ass people, are against.
Straight to DVD release for me.
The DVD. No, nobody gonna watch
Straight to
it.
streaming, straight to DVD.
Okay.
Red box.
So I'm a person that also didn't much when I first saw the first Black Panther. Wasn't impressed.
Oh.
I
Interesting.
loved it as I watched it more.
Okay.
And like to this day, I'm like, okay, cool. But when I first watched Black Panther, I was like, it just didn't give me the Iron Man feeling, right? It just didn't give me
Iron
this,
Man
like,
was a different feeling. I
Iron
agree on that.
Man. You to this day, I can watch Iron Man 1 and be like, God damn, that's a good movie. It's just a great fucking movie. And so for me, Wakanda Forever was choppy. It felt like things were placed in weird places.
It also felt like they like just went back to an old like archetype of superhero movie. It was like here's how you do a superhero movie instead of building off of what they had. Like they just went back to the formula and it was just corny.
It was corny. It was definitely corny. I did watch it again on Disney Plus. I think I watched it now like twice on Disney Plus. And
Yeah,
I
I watched
do
it
have to
twice.
say it feels like a build-up movie, right? I'm excited to see what this
I'm excited to see 3.
is going to, right? Like, what did this lead to? I don't think Baby Girl did a great Panther at
Terrible.
all. I don't
Terrible.
think she did a good job as
Terrible.
a Panther at all. I think it was very much too
But they tried to make it too one-linerish. There's too many.
It's like
instead of making a dope action movie, which like the first one.
I mean the fight scenes were amazing though.
No, fight scenes were. No,
fight scenes
I mean,
great.
what's the one thing? Like Marvel's not going to mess up
A fight scene.
They can work that CGI.
They got their action down. But at the same time, like just as a character, like I just don't think everybody didn't seem to be in it.
Yeah.
And then like I get that it was very much so a tribute movie, which I get as well.
Very much a tribute movie.
Like I
think they tried to focus on too many people, like baby girl from
the scientist chick, who turned into Iron Man.
No, that was a lot because she's supposed to be having her own show anyways, right? Yeah. I thought that was weird that they brought her. Well, I knew that they were saying that there's going to be a new Iron Man. It was supposed to be a black woman. I
love that.
I actually liked her.
I like her.
Even though it was corny, I like that they brought it out.
But as a storyline too, like that's a gap in the storyline because they're like this scientist is so important, and then the second we met her, then she dropped out the movie.
That's how Marvel does shit though, because then they're gonna turn back and then dive more into
everybody was fighting for an hour of that movie to get to the scientist chick, and then once we got there, they completely like wrote her out until became like the one-liner
extra to help with to get in her Iron Man suit and just shoot.
She became the oh hell nah character, which was just like
kind of that. Yes.
Who?
The oh hell nah, like
I know, like. But I mean, I would have too, because bitch, what the fuck we underwater in this motherfucking cave? What the fuck going on?
But you only got one of those sentences every time you pop in, pop out. Like that's all you got. Like her character was underdeveloped.
The first one too, where it was just like this dynamic between Africa and America, right? I like that they're playing on it, but it was just like it just felt forced together in both movies to me to like have these I don't know moments, I guess, of comparison.
I mean, also
or Africa's better. Like it was like weird.
I mean, part of that and part of what I blame on that is the fact that Michael B. Jordan's just not a good actor.
Oh no, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing it. No Michael B. slander will happen on this podcast.
He's a beautiful man, sure.
No, it's beyond that for me.
It's beyond. I'm not gonna say he's a bad actor. I'm not gonna say he's a bad actor.
He's not a bad actor.
He's a bad actor.
No, he's not.
I don't agree. He did not do a good Killmonger, but he's not a great actor. Killmonger
he's not a great actor.
First, he's not a bad actor.
You're Freudian slip right there.
Killmonger is what honestly made me feel weird about, like, they could have, if somebody was supposed to do Killmonger, I needed somebody that was going to give me fear. I wanted to fear
who might
them.
have done a better Killmonger, which is funny, we're talking about Michael B. Jordan. I
Michael B.
feel
Jordan
like
was
Jonathan Majors
absolutely
might have been a better
because that man can act. That man can act.
And he's a villain.
He does villain
so good.
Yes, because he can act.
I just believe Michael B. Jordan less as a villain
because he's just fine and pretty.
And that's all he is.
But also
that man when he acts, you could watch him
meant to have a
trying to act.
Ending.
You can see him when he's acting, being like, act.
No, he's not.
It's just like this.
I refuse to say this about Michael B. Jordan. I refuse.
I love that man. I love that man.
And
I will watch everything that he's in. I still will watch everything that Michael Jordan.
I like his Amazon Prime movie. That was great. I can't remember the name of it right now because I'm just bad.
But he's just a fine black man. He really is.
He's just.
You know what? No, but I think Jonathan Majors probably could have done a better Killmonger.
Definitely would.
But I like that he's now in the Marvel universe.
But also, nobody would have believed that Chadwick would have beat him in a straight up fight.
That is absolutely 1000% fact. But
like,
Jonathan Majors wasn't always this buff either.
Fine as hell.
That man been that big for a minute.
He's not always been that big.
Nice Texas black man.
I think
somebody. I saw online somebody called him civil rights fine.
Yes, Lord.
Lord, that's
so a different type of fine black man. Okay, y'all gotta understand, yo. Like, it's fucked up, but these struggles had us out here looking good as hell. Okay, motherfucking black men are so fine as hell.
The amount of weight,
but like just
that the black man can lift,
having to like use your hands all the time to do things. Okay, but it also made women a little softer too. We also looked at getting a little softness in the back of the day.
As we should. I think women are meant to be soft unless we don't want to.
Lord have mercy. Jesus.
Let me see. I hate that there's a conversation around his masculinity just because of that fucking photo shoot. That's so dumb.
Well, that ties back into what we were talking about with the straight men getting married to straight men thing, which is just like it's just the antiquated.
That photo shoot was inspired by anime.
It was a one. I don't give a
no,
what
no,
it
you're
was.
talking about, no, they're talking about. So there was it happened. Jonathan Majors got it twice. So he got the cover
magazine?
The cover art he did for Vogue was inspired by
Don Flamingo.
Yeah.
From One Piece.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
That's where.
Yeah.
So that's and they came at him for that, and then they came at
beautiful.
They came at Jonathan Majors and.
Are we still talking about men wearing pink right now?
No, and Michael B. Jordan. They came at them because they took like there's this like series
Beautiful.
of photos. There's a series of photos together of them just like
I love those
photos.
photos.
of them just being cool with each other, like just
Not being afraid to hug one another.
just
and
being
talked about.
Like you
In
just
that
did
moment,
it.
I
You
did
just
want
but
to
you
have a
just shot.
threesome with them.
But you just
if
shot.
I was ever down for
I was like, yes.
a threesome with two men,
I'd be that.
probably
I'm
be
that
them.
creepy. Yeah, just
It'd probably be them.
Take your shirt off. Okay.
I still wouldn't want
No,
them
you
to
take
engage
your-
sexually.
You touch his
much.
nipples. Yes. Yes.
Oh, see, I don't want to see all that now. I don't.
I want to be in it
Because the
Let me see
misogyny
it.
in me still wants my alpha men to be alpha men.
They can still be alpha men,
Not
still-
alpha manning each other.
Yes.
Just
Let
alpha
me get in
manning
the middle
me.
of it too.
Like just
it.
me in betwixt.
I told
you know.
y'all already. I think y'all already know.
Don't
I like
cringe
gay
around
porn,
if you
so.
if you happen to grace across each other. Don't cringe or anything. But I don't need y'all
That's one of
diving
my-
onto each other's nipples.
I've said
either.
it many times. This pod is one of my favorite things. Alpha men, alpha menning, on alpha menning. Okay. It shows this weird dynamic of masculinity and femininity in one at the same time.
It is beautiful.
The vulnerability.
It is beautiful.
I mean, I think you
love
overthink
it.
it. Sex is sex. Like
Not period.
you
I'm
go back.
not overthinking it.
You go back and you look at time. You look at some of the craziest warriors over history. They was out here sleeping with each other.
Yep.
And it was just like what you going go ahead and call him a name. Like,
Right.
Tear your spine out.
Like, exactly. Like, it's just a beautiful,
sex is sex. Like it doesn't mean
Absolutely.
it doesn't change nothing. It doesn't
Absolutely.
mean nothing.
It does.
The progression of
It
time has
does.
digressed.
Beautiful.
The,
Sex
maturity
is
around
beautiful.
sex. Sex is beautiful, regardless of who it's between.
Steal
honey.
some more water.
No.
Absolutely, you can. 1000%. We encourage
But okay,
water.
but you didn't. I'm sorry, we didn't
at
give you a
Soul
chance to
Palate
say
podcast.
why you love the movie.
So I love the movie because of so I always love the cultural highlights. I like that with the Black Panther movies. For me, it hasn't felt appropriation-y.
Oh no,
And I love that. I like breathing like that. I also watched the documentary piece, the companion documentary piece that they released to it or whatever that they're doing behind all these movies now. I liked watching all the detail that like went into it, and like I like looking at that type of shit because it makes you look at the movie different. So I like looking at the fact they got real actual submarine suits and shit for this shit. Like they spent a grip on these movies, bro. They did they did a custom soundtrack like for this. They weren't just pulling music from other places or whatever. I like that so many black people are getting paid to do this shit. I like that so many African people are getting paid for
Okay,
this
so like, what did you
movie
like
that
about like what? But like
With
the
the
movie
movie.
itself.
I'm not saying
That has to do with the movie.
nah, like I love.
Are we talking like
I
plot
love
and shit?
I love
Okay,
watching
okay.
black people win, but we're saying it was not a
love
good
that part
movie.
too.
We
Well,
saying it's
y'all
a
ain't
trash
saying
movie.
nothing about that. Okay.
That has nothing to do with the beef.
Oh my god. Okay. Let me get to the movie part then. Goddamn.
Said what about the movie?
Okay. So I
The behind the scenes, yeah, it was dope.
like that they made Shawty like angry for a little bit. That I like that there's a question of whether or not she's really going to use this Black Panther shit for good or
She was
evil.
doing a lot.
She was going through a lot, but I also like that now
She was
he
a
had.
teenage
I like
girl.
that T'Challa has a kid. I thought that
do
was a
like
great
it.
little
It was
spin
great.
at the end.
Yeah.
I like that.
I thought Lupita should have been
More
Black
in the
Panther.
movie.
No, I thought she should have been the Black Panther. Honestly,
I agree.
like
I agree.
I don't think Shuri was. I don't think her character was the right choice for the being that's Black Panther. I think Lupita's character, which I forget her character's name,
Yeah, I can't remember.
but damn, she
Moana.
looked. She
But
looked
she
good.
She's
Oh
thinking of
my
a snicker
God.
right now. Bitch, love it.
Man.
Oh
God.
my God.
Dark.
But
dark.
I think for the sake of the plot, it had to be Shuri though.
I
Because
mean,
she's
I
the
think
next
you
on
could-
the throne.
it's-
I think she should also
as-
then be Black
As
don't know
Panther.
fiction,
how the-
as fiction, you can make up.
I don't know how the comics
Yes, but
go.
they're going with the comic too, right?
I was like,
no.
I thought
Well,
they go
'cause
along with the comics.
I don't recall anybody expecting Black Panther to die though. Like this turns to Chadwick both. So like,
But I'm pretty sure. I mean,
did Black
that's real.
Panther?
So personally-
did T'Challa actually die in the
So
comic?
personally, I think I don't think it would have been, and I think everybody
I don't
in making
know.
the movie wouldn't have allowed it because of obvious reasons. But I think they should have just recast him.
No. It would have been a poor taste. I don't like it. It would have had a bad taste in my mouth, and I probably would have looked at the movie the same.
But I mean, not in the sense that
also,
you're not.
Don't read the comics.
You're not doing it disrespect.
You're
not doing it disrespectfully, obviously. But like, you know, I don't think, you know, personally, like, you know, not to speak for a man that died that I've never met before in my life.
Yeah.
You know, but I think that
I'm just thinking.
I think like, you know, like, okay, so you have this franchise, you have all this stuff that's leading up that you know that you're going to be continuing to do.
Yeah,
he was
they
slotted
are
in,
going off the story,
and so he's not available because he passed.
Yes.
And so I don't think it's irresponsible to. I think there's a way that you could do it where you could have recast. It could be like for the sake of the story and the art, because you know this man would have wanted us to keep having them.
Yeah.
So I think that you could have got away with a recast instead of doing what they did, because I think what they did, it felt rushed. It felt like it felt forced. It felt rushed and forced, and like a lot of these things, and like you kind of like. And so when I saw it, like going in, like the first movie, I loved it from jump. Because it wasn't, again, not Iron Man. Like we've seen enough Marvel at this point that nothing's going to give us that first Iron Man feeling.
Woo! Yes, yeah, not right, yeah. But because we know what to
Guardians of the Galaxy was great.
But because they did their own thing with it, and I think so with Black Panther they really did their own thing. I would have liked to see them kind of double down and get a little bit even more intense on it instead. It
needs to be a little more intense
instead of trying to make it, you know,
hip hop.
Well, hip hop. Try to make it hip hop, but like pop hip hop vibes,
Great, okay, we know it's black, great, but we could be really artsy and
trying
black.
To like Gen Z the fuck out of this, you know, and like there's nothing wrong with all that, but like they tried hard to make it likable instead of making a dope movie.
I'm saying.
Because everything you saying about what you liked about it had nothing to do with actually watching the movie.
See, all that influences the movie for me.
I mean, all that I love all that parts. I love those
native.
Parts.
Well, and then
the Mayan culture.
Well, no, and then tying that in, like the way that they do a good job of highlighting different cultures.
I'm going to agree with Dr. Umar on this. That it was motherfucking black versus Mexican. The whole movie. I didn't want to see that the whole movie. I was like, why the fuck do we keep bringing the random moments of white FBI shit, and we're not turning around and making sure that we're protecting ourselves from America?
They're setting the stage for it to be
black,
but it
was just
Mexican
too much
versus greedy ass white America, though.
That end scene, I'm like, there's no way. Like Wakanda.
Even though, did you see how France got mad about how they were portrayed in the movie?
Huh?
I saw some
who portrayed France in that?
Well, in the beginning, because they're stealing, because they were trying to steal. They're trying to steal Vibrant,
and they brought them,
and they were like, "This is not." I was like, "Bro, as a colonial institution,
yes, it's very likely that y'all
who are running through Africa like a motherfucker.
I'm gonna need motherfuckers to stop acting like they weren't colonizers.
Right. Like you're not still doing it.
It's not just
they're
England.
Still currently doing it.
Y'all have colonizing in your blood. The colonizing blood that exists in America came from Europe.
You're still doing it.
All of you had ships. Your flags were waving from them all.
Like, bitch.
Proudly. You were claiming your country then.
But you're still in Africa with your hands everywhere. Like, you're still doing it in 2023. You're still doing it.
You may not be stealing black people right now.
But you're stealing all of their resources.
Stealing all of our resources.
All of the resources that would make these countries actually self-sustainable.
Whether it is diamonds,
they're only third world because their resources are stripped from them, so they have nothing else to actually,
utilize for themselves.
Exactly.
The fuck? And then the motherfuckers who don't care about the land that they're on are happy to mine it and sell it to you colonizers and make it easy for you hoes. Anyway,
Woman King was a great movie.
Woman King was a wonderful movie.
Woman King was really amazing.
I watched it like 4 times now. I love it. It does not get old. Viola Davis does no wrong.
I don't know. She did not do Michelle Obama right.
Nope.
Okay. She kept pursing her lips in that weird, awkward way, and it was distracting. That is a fact. Oh, God damn it. Okay, look, y'all not gonna have me slay. This is not a Viola Davis slander podcast. Michael B. Jordan, Viola Davis off limits. God damn it. Okay. But their lip purse was weird and distracting.
What the fuck was she doing?
Because our first lady, who's still our first lady, does not talk like that. She don't. Y'all was exaggerating that shit too much.
Sometimes this is when you get. She went to thespian. It was just like
it was giving thespian.
Just act. Just act. Just act.
It was given that. It was.
Like,
It absolutely
damn.
was. Damn.
Okay,
That's
well,
unfortunate. Well, I
To
love you,
that, we're
Viola.
not slandering any of our beautiful black and brown people that are acting and making moves. We love you all.
First off, they successful people. I don't cry for millionaires.
No.
This is a fact. This is a fact.
And to
Cheers
that,
to
we're gonna
not cry
cheers
for
and get the fuck
millionaires.
out of here. Pick your favorite one. Pull it up.
Yes.
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 Thank
It's
you
the
for
sound
finally
for
having me.
Yes.
Don't break it.
Cheers.
Shake it, don't break it, honey.
Bye.
Peace.